Would throw here. Stands back near his own end zone. Fires it out, and Gorkuber's got it. He's up past the 30, 40, midfield, down to the 40. He could go all the way. Oh my goodness. Played here by Eisel. Demetto Zempel, back row attack by Toole.
There it is.
There it is. Hadley Toole gets the 25th kill of the night. Zempel with a short serve, low pass,
oh
it falls to the floor. And the ace by for Alexandria sends it right on a line, a header and a goal. And here's a rollout. Now Thompson's going to fire right side. Mason Gorkuber's got it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Alex. The face-off and work the puck back into the outer's end. Thorson trying to bring it out front. Now here's a shot and a score. Now another rebound, that gets blocked. Breakout pass, Thornburg up the right side. He's got room, takes the shot, save made. For a forward 1.5 somersault pike. He's up high on the... Well, it looked to be fairly solid there.
This move that bail as a release move is a difficult move that they want to see as one of the required skills to her Giants.
Yep, and now off and pretty a fall here for Ty Larson.
Right, worked this into a headlock.
Yep, pretty tight hold
there
here. There you
is.
go. Oh, but Talon Witt on the weak side gets the rebound off the Grady Starzl miss. Now driving is Talon at 47-30. Under 11 minutes to go, and now a steal for Roderick to Hagstrom. Samson Hagstrom drives and then three-point shots, and the Otters trail by just 3 at 14-11. Here's Alexandria's Ali Habala curling into the lane, sends it into the left corner where Toole is open and chills the front court. Here's Habala out top, now driving, feeding off to Helsher on the left wing. Bingo! Said Integrity Title in Alexandria for sponsoring the live streaming options throughout the course of the 2025-26 school year. More than 80% of our fall sporting events during the regular season will be video streamed as well, so you can watch them on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Alexandria is 2-0 overall, and that includes a pair of Central Lakes Conference wins. Detroit Lakes has won its only conference match of the year. That was at St. Cloud Apollo 1 week ago tonight. The Lakers, under head coach Rachel Solom, stepped out of the conference and was defeated by Dilworth Glendon Felton down the road on Highway 10 late last week. JP Boline is behind the camera doing our video work, and joining me for the broadcast tonight is Tim Zupfer. Tim, good evening to you, and looking forward to having a fun week with you. I think you and I actually have 3 broadcasts in the next 4 nights, including tonight.
Well, thanks for the welcome, Dave. Yeah, we start tonight with volleyball. We get some more volleyball Thursday night. I believe it's at Ricori, and then football Friday night, hosting Monticello at first football game, first home game for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and we look at these 2 matchups for the Cardinal volleyball team before they get into their weekend tournament. And in my mind, I still think, even though both Detroit Lakes and Ricori, like Alexandria, graduated some key personnel off of their teams that they fielded in the fall of 2024, all 3 of these teams, Alexandria, Detroit Lakes, and Ricori, have excellent reputations. You know, I think DL, 2 years removed from going back-to-back to the state Class 3A volleyball tournament. Ricori has been knocking on the door so frequently, they probably feel a little bit snake-bit being the bridesmaid to the likes of Detroit Lakes in 2023 and Alexandria in 2024. But still, a good test for Alexandria. I know they don't have the Section 8 AAA volleyball championship to defend anymore, but they do have that Central Lakes Conference title to defend, and you know, getting a couple of wins on the road this week would help out that cause.
Yeah, both as you said, both programs have been real solid in the past. Hard to know a whole lot about Detroit Lakes. They with just two matches so far. You know, they did beat St. Cloud Apollo, who typically hasn't had a real strong volleyball team the past few years. A loss to DGF or they have had a solid program in the past. So I expect a competitive match. Both matches we cover this week, but focusing on this evening, I think Detroit Lakes will, if it's any indication with the way the JV match went, it should be real competitive.
Yeah, we will find out in about 20 minutes when tonight's varsity match gets underway. Again, we're expecting a start time right around 7 p.m. with Alexandria facing Detroit Lakes. Steve D is our KXRA radio studio engineer, the man at Master Control in downtown Alexandria. Big thanks to all of the sports boosters helping to bring you our Alexandria Cardinal volleyball coverage tonight. You'll be hearing their promotional messages and announcements, whether you're watching on our YouTube channel or listening on the radio. We encourage you to patronize those area businesses that bring you Alexandria Cardinal sports play-by-play on our latent media platforms all throughout the 25-26 school year. Special thanks to Juttner Motors, your best price dealer in Alexandria, featuring a Ford, Chrysler, Lincoln, Ram, Jeep, and Dodge in Alexandria. Juttner Motors brings you our pre-match coverage, and they'll also sponsor the post-game report later on tonight. We're going to take our first break along the lines here on our latent media platforms, and then when we return to the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse at Detroit Lakes High School, you'll hear my conversation with head coach Mary Byrne after this timeout.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other. I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Welcome back to the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, as we continue with more of our pre-match coverage prior to Alexandria Cardinal volleyball. On the way in the 7 o'clock hour, we'll have the call of Alexandria versus Detroit Lakes. Our pre-match coaches' comments are being brought to you by Alamere Health. It's better here. Dave McClurg joined right now by the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinal volleyball team, Mary Byrne. Mary, I know that your team played a couple of CLC matches last week, ironically both against Section 8 foes in your new class in Class 4A. 2 for 2 at the start here. How do you assess the opening week of competition that your team was able to have against 2 of your section rivals?
Yeah, it was great to come out with both wins last week. it was awfully close with the Sartell match, but really impressed with the perseverance of just the team. You know, the seniors providing some of that composure out there to those youngsters, but I love the aggressiveness that those young players are showing, even in a tight match. So it was really nice to see.
I know the Tuesday match at Sartell was the one that Tim Zupfer and I had the opportunity to broadcast, and we had one of your players, Sydney Crocht, joined us after the match, and one of the things she noted was the team's conditioning and the endurance factor, and she felt even after playing a 5-set match that went 2 hours 20 minutes, 2 hours 25 minutes, that she felt great, and I think she attributed some of the conditioning exercises that she and her teammates have gone through. How did you feel about the conditioning that your girls were in to play 5 sets for a first match of the year?
Yeah, I guess I didn't really think about that, but yeah, we were in good shape even in that 5th set. So I guess those 2 weeks of 2-a-days paid off, and we always test on the mile and do lots of different conditioning in practice. So yeah, that was a good observation of her, and it definitely did make a difference and paid off for us.
You know, all 4 of those sets where you play up to 25 points were reasonably close. I think Sartell had the edge by 6 in the opening set, but how important was it to get a set 2 victory that ultimately was decided in extra points, where I think Sartell had game point there 2 times and you got the necessary side outs?
Yeah, that really gave us some confidence, and you know, our team starting to believe that we can take the match. But they I hate to admit this, but they beat us in the serve and pass game, and so especially the serve. We did pass pretty well, but didn't really execute from that. So I'm always disappointed when we don't win the serve and pass. So it's definitely something we've been focused on a lot in practice. But I think, you know, volleyball's a momentum game. So when you win in extra points, it definitely gives you a big jump.
And as it would turn out, the 5th and deciding set would also go to extra points before your girls would come through. You know, it seemed like in that 5th set, Mary, your team led most of the way, and then the Sabres caught up, and I think they had a 1 match point opportunity that, again, your girls got a side out, and then, you know, it seemed like your team was knocking on the door to close that match out. I think ultimately it was the 5th opportunity where your team was able to cash in. How would you describe that set 5 that I think went the Cardinals' way 20-18?
Yeah, I definitely thought Sartell kind of had the home court advantage, and they were really using that. But I just can't even explain just how proud I am of that team, just holding it together and just continuing to play, and that's really, you know, going to probably push us a long way this season. That was an incredible finish in that 5th set.
I know it's kind of bizarre to think that a match on August 26th would be so important, but being that you don't face the Sabres again this year until possibly the Section 8 tournament, was that a really important win for your girls to secure?
Oh, most definitely. Not only the section, but 2 points for the conference. So it was definitely a big match.
Yeah, and obviously nice to secure that and, you know, move on to the home opener, which was 2 nights later against the Brainerd Warriors. Now, I understand that Brainerd changing personnel in a lot of different fronts. I don't know how much experience the Warriors have coming back this year, but yet your team did take care of business. What encouraging things did you see in the Thursday night home match against the Warriors?
Well, we had to go with a 5-1 with Hadley Marty as Meadow was out with a sprained thumb. And so it was nice to see a freshman setter come in and play well and really handle the offense. And we started using some different back row attack, Lila Schlichting and Campbell. So, and then of course Sydney's been doing a great job in the back row as well. So really mixed things up, and we served, definitely won the serve and pass game that night.
Yeah, I think, you know, we didn't gloss over it too much, but the number of missed serves was in the double-digit range in Sartell. Was that dramatically cut down against Brainerd?
I'll tell you, it was 16 against Sartell, so I know exactly how many in the double digits it was. Yeah, it was probably maybe half of that for sure against Brainerd. So, it was good to we still want to cut it down a little bit more, but that was nice to see after, the Sartell match. So hopefully we're back on track.
You mentioned Meadows Impel had the sprain with the thumb on Thursday night. Is she available for you at the start of the week here, or is it still a question mark as to if she'll be playing in tonight's match?
No, she's good to go. I mean, she's cleared to play. We have a tough week with our match tonight, and then Thursday, and then we also play Friday, Saturday. So we'll kind of be mixing things up just to prepare for the week. But definitely want to go after serve and pass tonight and just take care of this match tonight first.
Our Alamere Health Coaches Comments features with Alexandria girls volleyball coach Mary Byrne prior to tonight's match against the Detroit Lakes Lakers. Mary, I know that the Lakers and the Cardinals do have some history against one another. I think the Alexandria Cardinals and the Detroit Lakes Lakers have played each other in the playoffs each of the last 3 years, and then last year was the first year that the Lakers were on the Central Lakes Conference schedule. I think it's a guarantee that after tonight, the Cardinals and the Lakers will not play again this year, but what have been your focus points with the ladies as you gear up for the start of a busy week?
Yeah, they're definitely, from what we've seen, pretty strong serving team. So we're going to have to make sure we stay disciplined on our passing. And they're a scrappy team. It's going to be similar to like a Sartell. Maybe not as scrappy as Sartell, and offensively they don't have that hitter, but they're pretty balanced. So we just need to really show discipline tonight and patience with our offense.
Very good. Health-wise, is your team good to go? Do you have everybody available that you want to have for tonight's varsity match?
Yeah, good question after last year, right? But yeah, so far 100%.
Yeah, we'll knock on the stone wall here that can be the case throughout the course of the year. Mary, I'll talk to you down in Cold Spring on Thursday before the match with Ricori, and maybe then we'll talk a little bit about this weekend's competition, because I know it's a fun tournament to be involved with, and I know your girls will have their work cut out. But first thing first, good luck to you and the Alexandria Cardinals tonight in Detroit Lakes.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
There is the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinal volleyball team, Mary Byrne. Our special guest is part of our coaches' comments, presented to you as part of our pre-match coverage by Alamere Health. It's better here.
And we are rapidly approaching the start time for tonight's match at Detroit Lakes High School in the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse. The Alexandria Cardinals presently at 2-0 on the year. The Detroit Lakes Lakers presently at 1-1. Both teams are undefeated in the CLC, so one of these squads is going to lose in the conference for the first time in 2025 tonight. The activity schedule for the Alexandria Cardinals does include some soccer as well. Hopefully the weather is cooperating down south. I know that we've had scattered showers and thunder showers moving through the western and central parts of the state. If the weather permits, Wilmer will host Alexandria in varsity boys soccer. That match is scheduled to get underway at the top of the hour. And then also at the top of the hour at Viking Bank Field at the Alexandria Area High School Stadium, Wilmer versus Alexandria in girls soccer. The Alexandria girls soccer team 1-2 on the year. Both of the losses have come at home. The one win was on the road. Meanwhile, for the Alexandria boys soccer team under interim head coach Phil Pham, the Cardinals are undefeated going into their contest at Wilmer tonight. 2 ties, and then the win was against Sartell. So 1-0-2 is the record for the Alexandria boys soccer team going into tonight's match. 1 week from tonight, we will feature our first Alexandria boys soccer broadcast on our Leighton Media platforms. That will be at Fergus Falls for a 7 o'clock start on KXRA Radio and through the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Our first Alexandria girls soccer broadcast will be less than a week from now, Monday night. We will be at the Blattner Stadium site in Cold Spring as Ricori hosts Alexandria in girls soccer. That will be a 7 o'clock start. So you can enjoy some of our local sports coverage to start next Monday evening. And then once we've wrapped up, you can focus your attention on that other notable professional sports team that will be playing on Monday night, the team that gets its season underway, that known as the Minnesota Vikings. That will do it for our pre-match coverage, brought to you by Jutner Motors of Alexandria. We're going to take a timeout along our Leighton Media platforms, and then we'll have more from Detroit Lakes after these words.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Jutner Motors, your best price dealer. Make it Jutner Motors, your best price dealer.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new unused equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CIRAC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
From the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse on the campus of Detroit Lakes High School, Alexandria Cardinal Volleyball is on the air. You're watching it on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Thank you for doing that. You can access the link to that YouTube channel by going to our website, voiceofalexandria.com. We thank Integrity Title of Alexandria for being our signature sponsor of our live video streaming here in the 2025-26 school year of our Alexandria Cardinal sporting events. You're also listening to the broadcast tonight on People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, and 105.7 FM. Audio also available through your Voice of Alexandria app, powered by Mission Mechanical Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. As part of our broadcast this year, we are featuring the recognition to our country with the presentation of our national. The national anthem is being presented by Carlson Music Center in Alexandria. For all your musical needs, visit online at carlsonmusiccenter.com. Now, we recognize our country with the presentation of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. honoring America with the presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner during our broadcast here on our late media platforms. We extend our appreciation to Carlson Music Center in Alexandria for presenting the performance of the national anthem. Our starting lineups are being brought to you this evening by Alamere Health. It's better here. First of all, for the visiting Alexandria Cardinals, they will have on the court at the start freshman center Hadley Marty. She will be distributing to the likes of Larkin Rupert on the outside. She is a sophomore for Alexandria. You'll have Lila Schlichting working on the outside, a freshman for Alexandria. Campbell Jensen in the middle. She is an upperclassman for the Alexandria Cardinals. Sydney Crocht will play all 6 spots on the floor for Alexandria. She is a junior for the Cardinals this year. And also getting the start, Avery Polsel as a middle blocker for the Cardinals. The libero will be Emily Doherty. She is a sophomore here in 2025 and the younger sister of Julia Doherty, who is part of the 2024 class AAA state champion Alexandria girls volleyball team. The head coach for the Alexandria Cardinals is Mary Byrne. Introducing the starting lineup for the Detroit Lakes Lakers. Their starter will be, their setter in the starting lineup will be Ella Ramsey. She is a junior this year. She'll be distributing to the likes of Tenley Bement, who is a senior. Carly Reller is an outside hitter for the Lakers. She is a junior. Also, Paige Mertens will be in the middle for Detroit Lakes. Haley Larson is a middle hitter for the Lakers. Mertens is a sophomore. Haley Larson is a junior. And then Talon Anderson will be the starter on the outside for Detroit Lakes, and she is a junior as well. So Tenley Bement is the lone senior in the starting lineup for the Detroit Lakes Lakers. The Lakers have just 3 upperclassmen as part of their volleyball varsity team this year. Rachel Solom is the head coach of the Detroit Lakes Lakers, now in her 2nd season as head coach of the Lakers. The introduction of the lineups presented to you by Alamere Health. Now let's share some information regarding keys to the game, which are being driven by Alexandria Motors. Alexandria Motors keys to the game, first of all, for the Detroit Lakes Lakers. They look to serve tough at Alexandria tonight and then play solid defense, knowing that Alexandria is going to try to mix it up. Detroit Lakes would like to have a lot of long rallies in tonight's match and hopefully try to secure some points on their own serve. And if that serve can be tough, the Lakers may have some inroads toward doing that. For the Alexandria Cardinals, as Mary Byrne might say for each one of our broadcasts, it's all about serving and passing. She was not thrilled with the way her team served against Sartell. She thought the serving was much better against Brainerd. I'm sure she would like to see a serving effort tonight that she saw in the home opener against Brainerd last Thursday. And obviously trying to run a disciplined offense and make sure that the setter, whether it be Hadley Marty or Meadow Zimple, when she comes into the game, make sure that they're not scrambling all over the floor. So the keys to the game presented to you by Alexandria Motors, where it's one low price, plain and simple, always. So we are about set for prep volleyball from the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse on the campus of Detroit Lakes High School. This has not been a friendly building for Alexandria recently. In the fall of 2023, when Detroit Lakes would go on to win the section title, Alexandria's season came to an end in the section semifinals in this building. Larkin Rupert will check out as libero Julia Doherty will come onto the floor for the first time. Detroit Lakes is getting set to bring its libero Maddie Bjerke into the game, and she will be the first one to serve, as Ruth Solberg will be the one checking out. So Solberg was a late adjustment into the starting lineup for the Detroit Lakes Lakers. And it will be the first serve for the hosts. So Maddie Bjerke is about to put the ball in play for Detroit Lakes. Alexandria will defend the half court to our left tonight. Here's a deep serve played by libero Julia Doherty up to Marty. Left side attack by Lila Schlichting down the line is good. So, Tim, very good first sequence for Alexandria.
Yeah, nice pass right out of the right on the first serve by Emily Doherty.
So side out to the Alexandria Cardinals, and now it's Hadley Marty at the serving line. Serve is on a line. Bierke will play it up to Ramsey. It'll be a left side tip here, dug out by Marty. Doherty will bump. Now Schlichting attacks from the 10-foot line, sends it over. Detroit Lakes with the dig. Now the attack left side is over the Alexandria block and good. Talon Anderson will get the winner for Detroit Lakes, which evens the score at 1-1. And now we'll have a substitution. Paige Mertens is out. Tenley Bement is in. She was the one player that we thought would be in the starting lineup, but she's off the bench and she's back to serve. And this serve is too long, and it goes back to Alexandria on a side out. 2-1, the Cardinals have the lead, and now Lila Schlichting will be the server for Alexandria. She's a right-handed server. Serves on a line, and she's going to deal an ace. Detroit Lakes just could not bring it up to the center there, so point number 3 is an ace serve for Lila Schlichting, and it's 3-1 Alexandria. Another serve here for Schlichting is airborne, played by Bement up to Ramsey. She'll back set it to the right side, hit off the block. Alexandria keeps the ball moving. The Cardinals will not be able to volley it over, so that's going to be a right side attack and a kill for Talon Anderson. So side out to the Lakers.
Yeah, we just couldn't play that one. We got the tip on the block, but just couldn't play that ball back up.
And now Talon Anderson will be the server for the Lakers. She'll go with the jump serve. It's played by Schlichting in the back row. Now up, Sydney Croct with her first attack. That gets dug out. Now we've got to play left side, and the diagonal hit is over. And we've got contact at the net, I believe, by Alexandria, which is going to stop play. So a point for the Lakers, and Detroit Lakes is even this first set at 3. And now Talon Anderson will deal again. Jump serve for her is too long. So now the Lakers have missed 2 serves on the night. Back it goes to Alexandria on the side out. Coach Mary Byrne will go to the bench. Ella Eisel will be in to serve here. And Avery Polzel checks out. Tim, I'm committed to contributing a quarter to the fund every time I refer to Ella as Eva.
Oh.
So I think I owe 25 cents to this point after the muff last week. So a block here by Alexandria on the attack left side by Carly Reller. It'll be a double block and a point for Alexandria. And the Cardinals now take a 5-3 lead.
Campbell Jensen and Sydney Croct on the double block.
Now a short serve here. Detroit Lakes plays it. The right side attack will be angled out of bounds. No good. So a point for Alexandria. And the Cardinals now are up by 3. Ella Eisel to deal again for Alexandria. Short serve here, and it's going to be volleyed out of play and an ace. Tim, are you able to put into words the dance that the Alexandria kids do after the ace serves?
The server goes to the center of the group, and they kind of do a ring around the rosy or something.
Okay. So 7-3 on an ace serve by Ella Eisel. She'll deal again. Ramsey's going to set it up to the left side, and this time the hit by Carly Reller off the Alexandria block is good for the kill.
Yeah, she went down the line, and we just weren't able to turn that block back into the court.
Now Ruth Solberg will come in as a substitution as the libero checks out, and it will be Haley Larson with the serve here for Detroit Lakes. Alexandria plays it. It's a left side attack here by Larkin Rupert. Kept alive. Now it's going to be tipped over, and a good tip away from the block by Reller, and she will get the kill. And it's a point for the Lakers.
Yeah, they've gotten 2 points already on just tipping it over our blockers there, so we got to cover our blockers a little bit better.
7-5 Alexandria in this opening set. Deep serve, it gets played into the net, and the Cardinals are able to volley it over. Now we're going to have a play left side. This one goes up to Reller. Nice dig here by Alexandria's Hadley Marty. The ball will be tipped over by Emily Doherty. Now we've got to play another hit by Reller off a block. Cardinals keep the ball moving. It comes to the right side where the attack is over, and we may have had I think it's going to be a good kill for Sydney Croct.
Yep. She from the right side, went cross court with the left hand.
So 8-5 now the score. Alexandria will have the serve, and it's Crockett going to the serving line. She is a left-handed server, as you see on the YouTube channel if you're watching tonight. Short serve, Detroit Lakes plays it. It's a back row attack, and I think we had contact.
She must have. I didn't watch her feet, but she must have been in front of the 10-foot attack line.
Oh, I see. So that means a point for Alexandria, and the Cardinals now lead 9-5 in this opening set.
Yeah, the official called a illegal back row attack.
Now here's the serve received by Bjerke. It will end up being a volley for Reller. Doherty plays it now to Hadley Marty. Back row attack here by Crockett, played by Detroit Lakes. Now Ramsey will set it up, and the hit left side is too long on the attempt by Carly Reller. Reller is still an underclassman for Detroit Lakes. She is a junior this year. She actually is connected to the last section champion when Detroit Lakes advanced to state in 2023. She was getting some playing time as a freshman. Here's the next serve for Crockett, and now a back row attack, and this one's good. And the Lakers are going to get a side out here.
Yeah, she had a lot of overspin on that hit, and it caught the back line.
So 10-6 now the score for the Alexandria Cardinals, and Detroit Lakes will have the serve. Serve is over, played by Ella Eisel up to Marty, and then the hit down the line by Larkin Rupert is kept alive, but then Detroit Lakes reloads and will play it to the left side where Reller will get the kill.
Yeah, they've gone line a couple times successfully there.
Ella Ramsey will serve again with her team trailing 10-7 in this opening set. Dave McClurg, Tim Zupfer with the play-by-play on our Leighton Media platforms, including the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Passes stay in the back row. Now we have a tip here for Campbell Jensen. Now up to the front to loft over. Nice dig by Emily Doherty. Over to Marty. Then Larkin Rupert will hit it left side, and she'll put it through the front wall and down on the Lakers' side of the half court.
Is that Larkin's first kill tonight?
Yes, I believe that is. So side out to the Alexandria Cardinals, and libero Emily Doherty will be back to serve. Deep serve here. It's Bjerke playing it up to Ram. Checked it up front. I think a double block there.
That might have been a solo block by Campbell Jensen.
Yeah, we'll credit her with the solo block on the attack there by Detroit Lakes. So it's now 12-7 for Alexandria. And the next serve into the net doesn't clear. That's the first miss at the line tonight for Alexandria. Side out to Detroit Lakes.
Yeah, Coach Hess calling for the short serve that time, and it was just a little too short.
Now Carly Reller will go back to serve. This is deep. Played by Crockett up to Marty. Left side attack by Lila Schlichting. Does not get in bounds. She tried to go diagonal from the left side, but could not place the hit in.
Yeah, both teams having a few hitting errors here.
Still Alexandria leads by 3. We are in this first set in a best of 5. Reller's next serve is deep. Played in the back row by Ella Eisel to Marty. Now a back row attack by Crockett. Angled out of bounds. I don't know if that was the design, Tim, but, again, an errant placement on the hit.
Right.
So now 12-10, Alexandria in front. Reller with the jump serve. Doherty overpasses, a tip up, and are we going to get a lift
call
on
a legal
the
hit on that first ball over. She kind of caught it and threw it.
Oh, all right.
Or at least that's what the official saw.
So side out now to the Cardinals, and Campbell Jensen will go back to serve. Her serve with some top spin received by Bjerke up to Ramsey. Right side attack is good, and that will be Ruth Solberg getting the winner for Detroit Lakes. So the Lakers are able to get a side out. Now we'll see Maddie Bjerke back at the serving line for a second time tonight. So both teams have now rotated through one full time.
At Detroit Lakes with a little quicker attack on that last one.
Bjerke puts her ball over, and it's too long. So Maddie Bjerke not able to get her serve in. Missed only by about maybe 8 inches or so, but a miss is a miss. Hadley Marty now serving for Alexandria. Cardinals up by 3 on the road. Here's a deep serve. Bjerke will get it to Ramsey. It'll be set up to the left side, and the attack by Talon Anderson dug out. Now we've got to play left side. Is that off a deflection? Nope. Just out of bounds. So the hit by Lila Schlichting does not get in play. Side out to the Lakers. Tenley Bement will come back in, spelling Paige Mertens, and Bement will be the server for the Lakers. Cardinals up by 2 in this first set, about midway through. And we've got a serve into the net, and that's the second miss at the line for Bement. 4 missed serves now for Detroit Lakes, 1 for Alexandria. Ironically, the margin is 3 right now with the visitors in front.
Yeah, Detroit Lakes has been serving aggressively.
Lila Schlichting will serve. It's played by Carly Reller to Ramsey. Then it comes up to the left side. Taylor Layton's hit is dug out. Now Sidney Crock sends it back over. Back row attack by Reller, dug out here by Schlichting. Now a back row attack by the Cardinals. Lila Schlichting is rejected back, as the Lakers will get a block up front. And it's a side out to Detroit Lakes. And now Haley Larson will be the server for the Lakers. Serve played by Julia Doherty, passed away, and it's going to end up being a shank. So an ace here for Haley Larson. Alexandria 15, Detroit Lakes 14 in the opening set of varsity volleyball at the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse in Detroit Lakes. Haley Larson to serve again. Deep serve, Doherty gets it up to Hadley Marty. Now the attack left side by Rupert, dug out. Ramsey will play it into the middle. Hit goes over, dug out by Marty. Bump set by Doherty. Now the attack by Croc, volleyed right back over. Alexandria with the play. The quick ends up going over the net. And that leads to a tip and a kill for Detroit Lakes. And the Lakers have tied the score here in this opening set. And Alexandria will be the first team to take the timeout. We're going to make it a 30-second break on our Layton Media platforms. Opening set of varsity volleyball on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Alexandria and Detroit Lakes are tied 15-all.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
We are all even in the opening set of varsity volleyball at the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse in Detroit Lakes. The host Lakers have come back from an early 5-point deficit to level the score at 15-all. Along with Tim Zupfer, I am DMAC Dave McClurg. We've got JP Boline behind the camera doing the live video streaming, and our thanks to our signature sponsor of the live video streaming, Integrity Title of Alexandria. Haley Larson will serve again for the Lakers, and her serve is into the net. Tim, I tell you, if Alexandria goes on to win this opening set, I think the work at the serving line may figure prominently.
Well, you know, that's just such a big momentum killer. They had strung about 3 points in a row together, and forcing us to call timeout, and then missed the serve.
Now Ella Eisel back in, and she'll serve. It'll be a back row attack here. Eisel digs it out. Doherty will bump set. It'll be volleyed over here by Larkin Rupert. Now a back set here by the Lakers, and it will be a slide over to the right side. And the Lakers are going to get the kill shot here to tie the score, as it is now 16-16 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard.
Oh, we had a nice block set up there. It just didn't get extended over the net.
Here's the serve. Ella Iso will not receive it well. It's going to be a serve for an ace by the Lakers, and Detroit Lakes takes a 17-16 lead. Now we've got a serve on a line played here by Isel. Back set by Hadley Marty. The tip over the block by Crocht. Detroit Lakes scrambles and the Lakers do volley it over. Now Marty's going to set it up to Larkin Rupert. Her hit off the block. Dug out here by Detroit Lakes. Now a hit off the top of the net. Marty with the dig. It goes to Doherty. Now to Crocht. Over the block. Now a tip and another dig for Detroit Lakes. Ramsey feeds it to Carly Reller and she got blocked. Now a rally continues and the Lakers will volley it over, but the volley is going to go out of bounds. So Alexandria earns point number 17 to retie the score.
Yeah, we kept that ball alive with some nice blocks. A lot of nice digs by Detroit Lakes, but then a hitting error at the end.
Sydney Crocht will be the server here. Deep serve played by Bierke, then tipped over by Ramsey, and that's going to catch Alexandria off guard as the Cardinals are not able to bring it up.
Yeah, they went over on the second ball there, and teams usually waiting for that third hit to get the block set up.
Now Ella Ramsey will serve with her team up 18-17. Line serve here. Iso will play it to Hadley Marty, over to Rupert, getting it over the block and good for the kill. Larkin Rupert with a finesse play there to get the winner for the Alexandria Cardinals.
Well, our description of Detroit Lakes being a scrappy team has certainly held up over the last few rallies.
Right. Now Emily Doherty will serve, and she's going to deal an ace for Alexandria. As the Lakers serve receive, plays it away from the net. So the visitors go back on top. It is 19-18. Our scoreboard updates being brought to you tonight by Glenwood State Bank. We are in set one in a best of 5. Emily Doherty waiting the okay to put the ball in play, and she does. Short serve here. Popped up. Now Ramsey sets it up for Reller. Down the line, she's going to get the winner for Detroit Lakes.
Yeah, Detroit Lakes doesn't look all that tall, but they have some athletes that have some very good vertical jumps.
Yep, Carly Reller getting the last kill. Now she'll go back to serve for the Lakers. 19-19 in the opening set. Deep serve here, gets over the net, and it's going to be an ace. Well-placed serve there for the Lakers to give the hosts a 20-19 lead. Looks like the opening set's going to come right down to the wire. Deep serve here. Ella Iso plays it. Now Meadows Zimpel in, or actually Hadley Marty does set it up to the left side. Hit goes over. Now we've got a hit dug out by Isel. Marty will set it up. Lila Schlichting is able to come through with the left side attack. For our YouTube audience, let's view that again as our instant replays are brought to you by Quali Real Estate. Alexandria working the ball up to the left side for a Lila Schlichting kill, and Alexandria reties the score. We've got 20/20 vision here in Detroit Lakes at the moment. Campbell Jensen puts the serve in play. Serve received. Ramsey volleys it up. It's going to be a tip over. Alexandria can run the offense. Here's a set over to Schlichting, or a hit blocked, but off the block, the ball goes out of bounds. So Lila Schlichting will end up getting the kill there for Alexandria.
Yeah, that one was well blocked, but just outside the far sideline there.
So the visitors go back on top in this close opening set, 21-20. Deep serve here, played up. Could be Ramsey will set it up, and then the hit left side is good. Talon Anderson will get the kill shot for Detroit Lakes.
That was really a nice play by the setter, keeping that ball from being an overpass over the net and then setting it up for the kill.
Yeah, Ella Ramsey, the one to keep that ball away from the net. Now it's Maddie Bierke serving. Her serve played in the back row. Hadley Marty sets it up to Schlichting, and she finds the back line for Alexandria. Oh, a couple of timely kills as of late for the freshman Lila Schlichting.
Yeah, she's impressed me with, coming in as a 9th grader. She doesn't look like a freshman out there.
Alexandria by 1, 22-21 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, and freshman Hadley Marty is back to serve. Short serve here. Lakers play it up to the left side. Talon Anderson is not blocked. Her hit the top of the net and did not clear. And that's going to prompt Lakers head coach Rachel Solom to take a timeout. We're going to make it a 30-second break of our own along our platforms. Opening set, Varsity Volleyball on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Alexandria leads at Detroit Lakes, 23-21.
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
Welcome back to the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse on the campus of Detroit Lakes High School. DMAC and Tim Zupfer with the play-by-play call. Alexandria is in front, 23-21. As you watch on our YouTube channel, Alexandria is attacking left to right. And that's where Hadley Marty sends the serve. Carly Reller gets it up to Ramsey. Now Talon Anderson will tip it over. It's dug out by Doherty to Marty, then to Lila Schlichting. And then I believe too many touches by Alexandria as the ball did not get over the net. So a side out to Detroit Lakes. Paige Mertens will head out. Tenley Bement will come back in to serve for the Lakers. Alexandria would like to get a side out to create a set point opportunity. Here is Tenley Bement serving. It's played by Doherty. Up to Marty. Left side attack by Croct over the block. Detroit Lakes with a dig. Now Talon Anderson sends it back over. Dig by Schlichting. To Marty, then a back row attack by Campbell Jensen, and that is kept alive. The Lakers will end up volleying it over. Now Schlichting gets it to Marty. It'll go to the right side to Sydney Croc. That's off a deflection. Ramsey sets it up. Talon Anderson's push kept alive by Alexandria. Schlichting with the attack, and that did not clear the net, and Detroit Lakes has tied the score.
Oh, I was thinking we could get right back in it with a side out there, but unfortunately we got deuce, as it would look like in tennis.
Yes, back to even. It's 23-23. So right now we know that extra points are a possibility, not a guarantee, but whoever can get a point off a serve or a side out is going to be in the driver's seat to try to claim this opening set. It is the advice that the Alexandria girls might be getting right now, Tim, just work hard, try to stay in system and get the side out, and then we'll see if we can try to take care of business from there?
Well, I think the focus is going to be on let's get down in our stance and get that first pass to the setter, and they may come in with a specific play they want to run. Maybe we got Campbell Jensen in the back row. Maybe they'll throw a back row attack at them. But, we also have both Croc and Schlichting as outside hitters right now, too.
And now back to serve again, Tenley Bement for Detroit Lakes. It's a line serve. Jensen will play it to Hadley Marty. It comes up to the left side. Croc attacks. It's dug out. Play at the net, and it's going to be a little bit of a joust up front, and I think Alexandria was able to win that battle at the net.
Yeah, that ball was above the net, so it was available for both teams to attack it, and Avery Posel, I think, with the play there.
Yep, so now set point here for Alexandria. Lila Schlichting to serve. Deep serve played by Bjerke up to Ramsey, back setting to the right side, and the tip is going to be good. I think Talon Anderson will get the tip kill to retie the score, so we are into extra points in the opening set here. 24-24. And now the serve by Talon Anderson played. Marty sets it up. Oh, wow. Nice touch there. Avery Posel will get the winner for the Alexandria Cardinals.
That pass was a little too tight to the net, but Hadley Marty making just a really nice play on the ball, because if she hits it over, she's in the back row. It would have been a back row attack, so she had to set it.
Ella Eisel to serve. Played by the Lakers. Ramsey will set it up to the left side, and the hit is off the block and good. Carly Reller will get the winner for Detroit Lakes.
Yeah, they've had some success going down that left sideline. I think we just need to be a little bit wider so we can turn that ball in on our block.
And now it's going to be Detroit Lakes' Haley Larson to serve. And she'll deal an ace here. So off that, Detroit Lakes will take the lead at 26-25. And now a set point chance for the Lakers, trying to go up 1-0 on their home floor. So now can Alexandria get the side out and extend the extra point battle? Here's the jump serve played by Doherty. Up to Hadley Marty. Back setting for Kroc. Getting it over the block. Dug out here by Larson. Now a tip over by Bement. Down the line. It is good. Actually, that's going to be Reller with the winner for Detroit Lakes. And the Lakers come back to claim the opening set in extra points. Detroit Lakes 27. Alexandria 25. Set 1 goes to the Lakers. Set 2 is straight ahead on our Leighton Media platforms after we enjoy these words from our boosters of Alexandria Cardinals sports programming.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Buildings.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Best of 5 as the Lakers come out on top in extra points in the opening set, 27-25. Along with Tim Zupfer, I am DMAC Dave McClurg. We welcome you back to our broadcast coverage of Prep Volleyball. Alexandria at Detroit Lakes. Meadow Zimpel in the lineup to start the second set. She'll serve and the Lakers receive. It comes up to Talon Anderson, her hit off a block, and then it's dug out. Now an attack by Lila Schlichting, and it's going to be sent back. I think it did go off the... it did graze the net, but rejected back by the Lakers, and a side out to Detroit Lakes.
Yeah, it did look like they got a hand on the block there.
So now Maddie Bierke will be the server for the Lakers, who lead 1-0. Serve played by Campbell Jensen, now up, set up by Zimpel to Lila Schlichting, her hit dug out. Now we've got a play at the net, and now it's going to be Kroc getting it over to Zimpel, then Doherty will send it over behind the 10-foot line, and it finds an opening on the Lakers side.
Yeah, she just drove the ball a little bit from the back row and found an open hole in the middle of the Detroit Lakes defense.
Side out to the Alexandria Cardinals. Here goes Lila Schlichting back to serve. Deep serve, and it's too long. That is only the second miss at the line tonight for Alexandria. Detroit Lakes took that opening set in spite of missing 5 serves.
Yeah, they did get their serves in at the end of the set.
Right. Yeah, I think those 5 serves missed were before the Lakers got to 18 points overall. Now Tenley Bement in off the bench. She's back to serve. Played here by the Cardinals. Now Sydney Croct is going to attack from the right side. She comes through with a strong swing and gets the kill.
Now Campbell Jensen with the pass that time and set by Meadow Zimpel.
So side out to the Alexandria Cardinals. Avery Polzel to the bench as Ella Eisel will come in to serve. 2-2 our score in set 2. Serve played here by Bierke, back set by Ramsey, then the push by Talon Anderson dug out. Now we've got a hit over, and I think Detroit Lakes may have made contact at the net here.
Yeah, it looks like a net foul.
Yep, so a violation on the Lakers, and another chance for Ella Eisel to serve. Alexandria now in front 3-2. Our scoreboard updates tonight being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Ella Eisel, a right-handed server, serves it up short. Talon Anderson plays it to Ramsey. Now it comes up, and a rejection back on the attempt by Haley Larson there.
Yeah, Campbell Jensen and Sydney Crockton on the double block.
So a point for Alexandria, and it's now 4-2 for the visitors. Short serve here. Bierke gets it to Ramsey. She'll back set it to the right side, and the hit by the Lakers dug out. Now we've got a play at the net, but it doesn't. Alexandria does retrieve, but Larkin Rupert is not able to clear her attack over the net.
Yeah, she just didn't quite get enough behind that ball.
So a side out here to the Lakers. And now Talon Anderson will serve. And her serve is into the net. Back to Alexandria on the side out. Coach Mary Byrne will go to the bench. Meadow Zimpel will come out. And Hadley Marty back into play in the front row. Sydney Croct will be the server for the Cards.
And Marty will be setting from the front row now.
Here's a serve played by Tenley Bement. It comes to the right side, and the hit is over. As Alexandria was looking to defend, contact was made at the net.
Yep.
So back to Detroit Lakes on the side out. And now it'll be Haley Larson back to serve for the Lakers. 5-4 Alexandria here in the second set. The serve deep. Emily Doherty will play it right to Hadley Marty. Left side attack by Rupert, and she comes through strong going down the line.
Yeah, real nice swing that time by Larkin.
Side out to the Alexandria Cardinals. And now it's libero Emily Doherty in to serve. Her serve deep. Played in the back row by Talon Anderson to Ramsey. Up now to Reller, and her hit down the line is good. Carly Reller seems to be very effective on that left side attack for Detroit Lakes, working down the line.
Yeah, it's kind of been what she's been doing. That's been her tendency so far anyway, to go down the line.
The Lakers with the serve, trailing 6-5. And the serve by Ella Ramsey, worked up by the Cardinals. Lila Schlichting has her hit blocked. Now another attempt for Schlichting left side. She'll loft it, but it goes out of bounds.
Yep, just a bit deep.
So the Lakers have tied the score 6-6 here in set number 2. Detroit Lakes won the opening set in extra points, 27-25. So the Cardinals looking to even this match. Here's a low serve received by Alexandria, sent over by Croct in the back row. Now we've got a play right side, the attack dug out. Marty will set it up to Lila Schlichting, and her hit is off the block and good.
Yeah, nice swing that time, able to hit it over the blockers.
Side out to the Cardinals. Ella Eisel will check out as the rotation brings Avery Polzel into the front row. And we'll have Campbell Jensen now serving for Alexandria. Cardinals 7, Detroit Lakes 6 here in set 2. Jensen's serve is on a line, played by Detroit Lakes. A bump by Ella Ramsey, and she got it too close to the net, and Detroit Lakes could not play it off the net.
Yeah, that pass was just too tight, and our block was there ready to gobble it up, but Detroit Lakes unable to send it over.
8-6 now for the Alexandria Cardinals here in the second set. And now we've got a line serve, low pass. It does come up, and then the hit right side into the net, but in my mind, Tim, I think that strong serving by Campbell Jensen that really kind of wrecked the passing sequence there.
I was going to say the same thing.
Okay, sorry to steal your thunder there. 9-6 Alexandria, and Campbell Jensen will serve again. Talon Anderson gets it to Ramsey, up to Reller. Her hit is off the block, and the Cardinals unable to block it back, so it'll be a good hit for a kill by Carly Reller.
Looks like she's going back to serve, so we'll get her in the back row for a while.
Yeah. Detroit Lakes down by 2 with the serve. Here is Reller sending it deep. Emily Doherty gets it up to Hadley Marty, then to Schlichting, and she sends it away from the Lakers block, finding an opening in the back row and a side out to the Cardinals. Now we'll have Meadow Zimpel re-enter as Hadley Marty will check out. Zimpel will be back to serve.
So what Coach Byrne had told me is they're still running a 5-1, just using 2 setters.
Okay, interesting. So now we've got a push here by Talon Anderson. It's dug out. Now Lila Schlichting lost it over. Detroit Lakes with the play. Anderson from the 10-foot line has her hit dug out by Doherty. Simple back sets here for Campbell Jensen. That hit is dug out. Now we've got a play up to Talon Anderson. That hit off a block. Zimpel with the dig. Bump by Doherty. Now the roll shot by Schlichting. Volley back over. Doherty gets it to Meadow Zimpel, and then a push by Avery Pulsel away from the block. The Lakers keep the ball moving. It's volley back over, but I believe the volley went to the right of the antenna.
Okay.
So that's going to be out of bounds, and that will not be a good volley for the Lakers.
Yeah, nice sequence of plays at the net there by the Cardinals.
And it's an 11-7 lead for Alexandria, and Meadow Zimpel will serve again. Short serve here, played up front. Ramsey will set it up to Talon Anderson. Her hit down the line is going to be good. Campbell Jensen was going down onto her knees to try to bring that up to the center, but it's going to be a line shot for a kill for the Lakers. Side out to Detroit Lakes. Now Maddie Bierke, the libero, will be back to serve. Short serve here. Doherty gets it to Meadow Zimpel. Quick set. Avery Pulsel gets it over. Now it's volleyed back. Here's Zimpel to Doherty. Bumping it now for Sydney Proctor. Hit off the block. The Lakers will tip it back over. Kept alive by Alexandria. Back row attack by Campbell Jensen is good.
Oh, that was a nice defensive series there. Schlichting with a very nice dig, and then the back row attack.
And let's see if we can bring that up for our viewers. Quali Real Estate bringing you the instant replay there on a strong back row attack for Campbell Jensen as the Cardinals get the point to go up 12-8. And now it'll be a serve for Alexandria. Chance left side, the hit off the top of the net.
Oh, I think it hit the antenna on the way over.
Okay, so it'll be another opportunity to serve here for the Alexandria Cardinals, and it looks like Maddie Severson is now going to come off the bench, and she'll have the chance to serve here as a substitution. 13-8 Alexandria with the advantage. Maddie Severson serves it deep, and it's too long. Second missed serve in this set for Alexandria, 3 total for the night. Severson will come out. Lila Schlichting will re-enter. Paige Mertens checks out as Tenley Bement will re-enter for Detroit Lakes, and it's Bement going back to serve.
And Emily Doherty re-enters as the libero for Schlichting.
Very good. So a couple of different switches there. So, and I think one of the officials. Oh, now they're going to send Emily Doherty back. So
it was just they didn't wait for the
officials to do
to wave them. The official didn't recognize the substitution.
All right. Okay. So Just a procedural clarification there. And now Bement will serve for the Lakers. Her serve is deep. Emily Doherty plays it. Set up by Zimpel. Then the push by Larkin Rupert is dug out. You got a hit from the 10-foot line by Reller. That's kept alive. Back set here for Sydney Proctor. Hit off the block. Dug out by Reller. Play by Talon Anderson. Dug out by Doherty. Now a dump over here by Meadow Zimpel. Sent back. Puzzle will get it to Meadow Zimpel. Back row attack by Campbell Jensen does not clear the net. And it'll be a side out to Detroit Lakes. Or actually, no, it's not a side out. Bement serving again.
Yeah, real scrappy play that time by the Lakers. And the Cardinals had it set up, but unable to convert on that back row attack.
Detroit Lakes 13, Alexandria 10 in set 2. The Lakers lead the match by 1 set. Serve played by Campbell Jensen. Meadow Zimpel back sets here for Sydney Croct. She'll go down the line and she'll get the kill. Well, I tell you, so far tonight, Tim, rather quiet on the court here for Sydney Croct. I get the feeling we will see more from her and hear more from her as this night goes on.
Yeah, and we haven't. The only back row attacks I think have been to Campbell Jensen. She's also capable of that too.
Ella Eisel now in to serve for Alexandria, which leads by 4. And now back to a 3-point lead as Ella Eisel cannot get her serve in. Side out to Detroit Lakes. 14-11. The Lakers are down, but they have the serve.
That's part of the set. You want to start making a run again.
Serve played by Emily Doherty. Back set by Meadow Zimpel to Sydney Croct. Diagonal hit is kept alive. Now we'll have a play. Talon Anderson is going to send it over. And now we've got a play too close to the net. And Detroit Lakes is going to reject it here.
Yeah, we didn't convert on that pass.
So a point for the Lakers, and they draw to within 2 now, trailing 14-12. Talon Anderson to serve again. A serve on a line, and she served it right through the back row and deals an ace.
Yeah, we just had 2 players back deep for the serve receive, and she hit it right between both of them.
So now it's a 13-14 situation here. Alexandria 14, Detroit Lakes 13. And another Talon Anderson serve. Played by Emily Doherty, volleyed up by Eisel to the left side. Larkin Rupert's hit dug out. Play at the net, and the ball went off a deflection evidently, and good for the kill.
Yeah, our blocker got a touch at the net there.
Yep, so I think Ramsey will get the kill shot there. And set number 2 is tied 14-all. And Talon Anderson getting on a bit of a serving run here, similar to what she did last set. Deep serve here is too long. Well, maybe the DMAC jinx worked there, saying a good thing about one of the Laker players, and then she served long.
We've got Hadley Marty rotating in for Meadow Zimpel. She'll be the setter now, setting from the front row.
Sydney Croc back to serve, and she serves too long. Alexandria has now missed 4 serves in this set. Detroit Lakes has missed 2. Retied, it's 15-15. Glenwood State Bank brings you our scoreboard updates in varsity volleyball.
Yeah, Coach Byrne will be looking for the girls to clean things up a bit, I think, right now.
Here's a serve played by Emily Doherty up to Hadley Marty, but didn't really get a high set. I think she was trying to get it to Campbell Jensen quickly, and the ball goes into the net, and now Coach Byrne is going to take that first time out here in set number 2. We're going to go to a 30-second break as well. Detroit Lakes leads the match by 1 set, and in set 2 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, it's the Lakers 16, the Alexandria Cardinals 15.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
at the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse in Detroit Lakes in varsity volleyball. Detroit Lakes has battled back to take a 1-point lead about midway through. It's 16-15. As you're watching on the YouTube channel, Alexandria is defending the half court to our left. As you notice, both teams have a lot of red in their jerseys tonight, and both teams wearing black shorts. Here is Haley Larson to serve again. Played by Ella Eisel to Zimpel. Now a back row attack, and that's good for Sydney Crocht.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that earlier. The only back row attack so far had been by Campbell Jensen, and Sydney got one there. So I think that was probably called by the coach out of the timeout.
And Alexandria able to tie the score up 16-16. The Cardinals want to even this match after losing the opening set and extra points. Here's a serve played by Bjerke to Ramsey. Then a back row attack here. Alexandria able to play it off the net. Eventually Doherty will volley it over. Ramsey will set it up to the left side, and I don't think Reller's hit got over the net. Too many touches for Detroit Lakes. And Alexandria will take a 1-point lead. Cardinals 17, Detroit Lakes 16. Here's Emily Doherty's next serve. Played by Talon Anderson to Ramsey, up to Reller. She'll tip it. It's kept alive briefly, but Crocht could not get the ball high enough. A little bit of a finesse play there for Carly Reller.
Yeah, it was just a tip. Our blockers got a hand on it, but we just couldn't pop the ball back up.
Tied at 17, and Ella Ramsey will be the server. The serve deep, played by Doherty. Into the middle for Campbell Jensen, her hit off a block. Now Detroit Lakes with the play. Reller will attack. It is too long, but we had contact at the net by Alexandria, nullifying the hitting error, and Detroit Lakes will go on top by 1.
I thought we might have had a touch on that one too, although I didn't see anybody call it.
So the Lakers have an 18-17 lead. Again, the first set was decided by 2 points, with the Lakers winning 27-25. So Detroit Lakes hoping to go up 2-0. Ella Ramsey's next serve is over. Played by Sydney Crocht. Quick set here in the middle. Campbell Jensen will get it over. Detroit Lakes sprawling to the floor to try to bring that one up, but Jensen will get the winner for the Cardinals.
Yeah, it started with a real nice pass by Sydney Crocht out of the back row, and then the set by Marty and a nice tip by Campbell Jensen.
18-18 here in set 2. And now the senior Campbell Jensen will go back to serve. As you watch on YouTube, she serves left to right. Serve played by Talon Anderson to Ramsey, too close to the net, and Reller forced a volley, and she cannot get her volley over.
Yeah, she really didn't have an angle to get that ball in between the two antennas.
So it's 19-18 for the Cardinals, and Campbell Jensen will have the chance to serve again. Serve is a let, played by Reller to Ramsey, then from the back row, the hit is too long.
Yeah, it was just a little bit long.
Oh my, Talon Anderson nearly got that one in, but it's out. 20-18 for the Alexandria Cardinals. Here's Campbell Jensen to serve again. Line serve played by the Lakers. Ramsey sets it up for Reller. Reller getting it through the Alexandria block, and good for the kill. So the Lakers get a necessary side out to draw to within 1, now trailing 20-19.
And Weller will go back to serve now.
Yep, she's been effective hitting up front for Detroit Lakes. Her serve played by Doherty, set up by Hadley Marty to the left side. Lila Schlichting's attack is good. Reller tried to dig, but the pass went to the side and out of play. Side out to the Alexandria Cardinals.
Yeah, the last few serves, the Cardinals doing a nice job of getting that first pass to the setter.
21-19 for Alexandria, and Meadow Zimpel will be the server. Deep serve here. Bjerke gets it to Ramsey. High set for Talon Anderson. It's blocked, but Detroit Lakes will reload. Now we've got a tip right side, played by Zimpel. Bump set by Doherty over to Crocht on the right side. Hit blocked, kept alive here by Ruth Solberg, eventually sent back over. Now a play in the middle, and Zimpel with a quick set for Avery Posel. For those of you watching on our YouTube channel, let's get the instant replay here, brought to you by Quali Real Estate, as the Cardinals move the ball quickly, finding Avery Posel in the middle. And that is going to lead to Alexandria taking a 3-point lead, prompting Rachel Solom, the Lakers coach, to call for time. 30-second break along our platforms. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard here in set 2. It's Alexandria 22, Detroit Lakes 19.
Cardinals fans, did you know that
if you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
We are in Detroit Lakes for Varsity Volleyball tonight on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube and also through KXRA Radio. Alexandria leads by 3, and Meadow Zimpel will serve. The serve played by Detroit Lakes. Maddie Bierke up to the left side, and the hit is going to be good for Talon Anderson as the Lakers get a side out.
Yeah, they've had a couple hitters that have really liked to hit from that left side, going down the left sideline.
Now it'll be Bierke, the libero, back to serve. Cardinals potentially 3 points away from evening the match. And now a serve gets shanked in the back row. It'll be an ace for Maddie Bierke.
Detroit Lakes with 2 good points coming out of their coach's timeout.
And now the Lakers draw to within 1. Maddie Bierke will try to serve her team into a tie. Serve played by Jensen. Up to Meadow Zimpel, back setting here for Lila Schlichting, and she'll go diagonal to get the winner for the Cardinals.
That started with a good pass from Campbell Jensen, and that's the one rotation where you will see Lila hit from the right side.
Yep, so side out to the Cardinals. Substitution here, Lila Schlichting out, Maddie Severson in, and she will be the server. Cardinals up by 2. Maddie Severson sends it deep, played by Bierke, set up by Ramsey, and then the hit diagonal is good. And I think Paige Mertens will get the winner there for Detroit Lakes.
I think Coach Byrne asking if the setter's foot didn't go completely across the center line, and what I saw, her foot was partially across, but it has to be completely across to be a foul.
Yep, that's right. It looked to me like one of her heels was across, but the rest of her foot was on the side that it needed to be on.
Yeah.
So Tenley Bement now serving for the Lakers. Can the Cardinals get a side out? Here's a serve played by Emily Doherty. Zimpel will set it up. Right side hit by Sydney Crocked off a block, dug out. Ramsey will feed it to Talon Anderson. Her hit rejected. Played up. Anderson again, her hit dug out by Doherty. Now to Zimpel, then down the line, and Larkin Rupert cannot get her hit in play.
Oh, we did a nice job of keeping that ball alive and had it set up, but just missed that left sideline.
So we are tied at 23-all. Looks like the second set's going down to the wire. Tenley Bement to serve again for Detroit Lakes. This serve played by Jensen. Quick set here. Avery Posel's hit dug out. Now a play to Talon Anderson. She'll sweep it down the line and get the winner. And now a set point opportunity here for the Lakers. 24-23 for Detroit Lakes. Lakers trying to go up 2-0. We're going to have a substitution as Ella Eisel will be into the back row. Oh my. Alexandria is going to get the point there.
Did they call an illegal hit on that attack?
They may have. So my error there. Ella Eisel into serve, and she's going to serve up an ace. So just like that, rather than Detroit Lakes having a set point, it becomes set point for Alexandria, and the Cardinals come back and get the second set by 2, leading us into our mid-match report, brought to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Live, love, local. You'll find Eldon's open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. at 3rd and Nokomis in Alexandria. Tim Zupfer and DMAC here in between sets 2 and 3. We're guaranteed to play a minimum of 4 tonight at the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse. And Tim, really, these two teams very similar to Alexandria and Sartell, very competitive with one another. Neither team standing out from the other, but it's making for some fun volleyball.
Oh, it's been very entertaining. As you said, teams are scrappy, and both teams getting their share of getting the ball set up and getting their share of kills. It's really a matter of, in both sets, it's really a matter of which team can get the plays at crunch time. Those last few points of each set right now. First set, Detroit Lakes was able to do it. This set, it was Alexandria.
One of the weird statistical anomalies for the night, which may not factor into this match so far, the team that has missed the most serves in a set has won that set. Detroit Lakes missed 5 serves in the opening set, came back to win in extra points 27-25. Alexandria only missed 1 serve in that set. The Cardinals missed 4 serves in set 2. Detroit Lakes missed 2, and yet the Alexandria Cardinals came back to win by a score of 25-23.
Yeah, I guess the only way you might try to explain that anomaly is maybe the team with the most misses happen to be serving the most aggressively, and I'm not sure how the aces set up that way, if that would be a play out that way. But
yeah, I know in terms of aces, one of the 2 aces that the Cardinals have tonight was Ella Eisel's serve just a few moments ago to give Alexandria the set 2 victory.
Right.
Detroit Lakes has had actually I think Alexandria with a total of 3 ace serves in the match so far. 2 in the opening set, 1 here in set 2. And the Lakers have had a handful of ace serves to go along with a few misses. So again, this one's up for grabs.
It is.
A pivotal set 3 is coming up next. Our thanks to Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria for presenting our mid-match report. Play-by-play of set 3 of Alexandria Cardinal Volleyball is straight ahead.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Both teams will go with their original starting 6 to begin the 3rd set. Both teams' liberos now on the court. First serve is for the Lakers' Maddie Bierke. Alexandria's first attack, Lila Schlichting's hit is off a block. And now Detroit Lakes tries Talon Anderson from the left side, and her hit is too long. Back to Alexandria on a side out. Hadley Marty was in as the starting setter for the 3rd set, but now she goes to the bench for Meadow Zimpel.
Yeah, she rotated to the back row, so now Meadow Zimpel will come in and play the back row.
Short serve here played by Bierke. Ramsey with the set into the middle, and the hit off the block is good for Haley Larson. So that will tie the score up 1-1 here in set number 3. Now Tenley Bement will be in as a substitution, and she will be back to serve as Paige Mertens heads to the bench.
Lakers attacking via the middle that last point.
Now a strong serve here. Campbell Jensen does get it to Zimpel. Back setting here for Lila Schlichting. Hit off a block. The Lakers keep the ball moving. Talon Anderson's hit into a block. Tip back over. Now Jensen's going to play it to Zimpel. High set here, and Schlichting tried to volley it over. Tim, I know she was back at the 10-foot line, and I think she may have had some options. She may have thought the best option would be a volley.
Yeah, she's in the front row, so she didn't have to worry about the being behind or in front of the attack line.
But it's a point for Detroit Lakes, and the Lakers have a 2-1 lead. Deep serve here. Jensen will get it up to Avery Posel. Now Sidney Kroc got it over the block, dug out in the back row. Now we've got a play by Talon Anderson, left side. That's off the block and good. And the Lakers will take a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, the Lakers just seem to have just a slightly more energy right now. Cardinals need a response.
Tenley Bement again to serve for the Lakers. Her serve played by Doherty up to Meadow Zimpel. Then Sidney Kroc sends it over. Bement with the dig into the middle. Tip kept alive by Lila Schlichting. Back set by Zimpel. Then it comes to the right side. Sidney Kroc will hit it off the Lakers block, and that's good for the kill.
Yeah, nice swing that time by Sidney, and she went down the line.
Now we'll have a side out as we'll have Lila Schlichting leaving, and Greta Suki is going to come in, and she'll be back to serve here for the Alexandria Cardinals. Her first action in tonight's varsity match. Greta Suki for the Cardinals. She is a freshman. Serve played up front. Now a play in the middle. Hit dug out by Zimpel. Now it'll be volleyed over by Larkin Rupert. Now a play in the middle. Larson's hit dug out by Campbell Jensen. Back set to Kroc, and she'll go down the line to get the kill.
Sidney inserting herself big on the last two swings.
And a point for Alexandria as the Cardinals. Greta Suki will be the server. Tied at 3 now on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Here's the serve played by the Lakers up to the right side. The hit off the top of the net, kept alive. Posel sends it back over. Ramsey feeds into the middle, and the attack is good by Haley Larson. Kind of working away from the block, and Larson will get the kill. Now we'll have Greta Suki out as Lila Schlichting is set to come back in. And then Schlichting will be switched out for the libero, Emily Doherty.
Greta had a real nice dig in that set, but weren't able to convert.
Now a serve for Talon Anderson, and she's going to deal an ace as Emily Doherty was not able to play it up front. So it's a 5-3 lead for Detroit Lakes.
Yeah, a lot of floor to cover for two players back there receiving the serve. Right now it's Campbell Jensen and Emily Doherty.
Now another serve. Jensen plays it to Meadow Zimpel, up to Kroc. Diagonal hit from the right side, dug out. Now Reller will look to attack, and she hit it out of bounds. Side out to the Alexandria Cardinals. Now we'll have Avery Posel checking out. Ella Isel will come in for Alexandria, and she will go back to serve. Cardinals have not had any really significant serving runs tonight. The Cards did get 3 off of Ella Isel's serve back in the opening set. Detroit Lakes receives. It's up to the right side, and we've got a hit too long on the swing here for the Lakers. Haley Larson not able to get her head in. And now we're tied 5-5.
Yeah, other than that, nobody's served more than twice, have they?
No, I don't believe so. Here's another serve, this time played by the Lakers. Ramsey sets it up to Reller, and she's going to hit it off the block, and good for the kill. Cardinals tried to set up that double block on the defensive right side, Sidney Kroc and Campbell Jensen, but Reller able to use that as a target.
I think Coach Byrne maybe telling her she's just got to slide a little closer to the pin on that block.
Now a serve here. Haley Larson gets it to Emily Doherty, now eventually put over. Reller gets rejected up front. Let's take a look at that for our YouTube audience as Quali Real Estate brings you our instant replay. Carly Reller trying to attack from the left side, but I believe it's both Campbell Jensen and Sidney Kroc setting up the wall to get the double block.
Yep, real nice block there.
So 6-6 now our score, and Sidney Kroc's going to deal an ace here. And Alexandria takes a 7-6 lead. If you are just joining us, you are listening to People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, and 105.7 FM. Also, you can view tonight's match on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Our thanks to our signature streaming sponsor, Integrity Title, for bringing you the live video streaming of Cardinals sports play-by-play. A missed serve by Sidney Croct has leveled the score at 7, and Ella Ramsey will be the server. Her serve played by Eisel up to Hadley Marty, then a double clutch here. Campbell Jensen does send it over. Now it's tipped back, played here by Hadley Marty. Now a back row attack by Croct is going to be kept alive. Now it'll be sent back over on a roll shot here by Paige Mertens, and the Cardinals are unable to bring it up to the setter, so Mertens will get the kill. And it's now Detroit Lakes in front of Alexandria, 8-7. Each team has won a 2-point match tonight, or 2-point set. Alexandria set 2, Detroit Lakes set 1 in extras. Now we're going to have an ace here. Served up by Ella Ramsey. And it's 9-7 for Detroit Lakes. Right now the Cardinals not getting a lot of energy off that serve and pass that Coach Mary Byrne would like to see. Deep serve here, it's an overpass, played back over so the Cardinals can set it up. It goes to Larkin Rupert on the left side, but she cannot get her hit in.
Yeah, just a little long there.
And that's going to prompt a timeout here for Alexandria head coach Mary Byrne. On our platforms, we're also going to take a 30-second break of our own. The match is even at 1 set apiece, and in Game 3 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, Detroit Lakes leads Alexandria 10-7.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Detroit Lakes won the opening set of our varsity volleyball match by 2 in extras, 27-25. Alexandria came back and claimed set 2, 25-23. Right now the host Lakers lead set 3, 10-7. And off the timeout, Ella Ramsey will go back to serve for the Lakers. Detroit Lakes 1-1 on the year, Alexandria 2-0. Here's a deep serve played by Emily Doherty to Hadley Marty up to the left side for Larkin Rupert. Her hit dug out by Bierke. Ramsey bumps it up here. The hit by Reller kept alive. Doherty bump sets here for Rupert. Her hit down the line is good. Larkin Rupert will get the kill for the Alexandria Cardinals to stop the serving run for Ramsey. And now Doherty will be back to serve with her team down by a pair.
Yeah, Larkin had 2 swings in that rally, the second one going for a kill.
Deep serve here played by the Lakers up to Carly Reller, and I don't think her hit cleared the tape. It's going to be a point for Alexandria. So now a 10-9 score for Detroit Lakes. Again, the winner of this set goes up 2-1 in a best of 5. Short serve here. Bierke doesn't get a very high pass, but it's sent up, tipped over by Reller. Alexandria can run the offense into the middle, but Campbell Jensen swept it out of bounds.
Yeah, they had the court set up there, and we just didn't quite execute.
So back to the Lakers on a side out, which means an 11-9 Detroit Lakes lead. Here's a deep serve. Campbell Jensen able to get it to Hadley Marty. Lila Schlichting able to get it over the Lakers block. The Lakers will set it up, and Talon Anderson on the left side will get the winner for Detroit Lakes.
Yeah, both teams attacking a high percentage of the time from the left side.
Yeah, that's definitely been seen by Talon Anderson and Carly Reller for Detroit Lakes when they rotate up front. Reller's back at the serving line. Sidney Crock gets it up to Hadley Marty. Now to Lila Schlichting, her hit off a block. Bierke digs it up to Ramsey. Then the push down the line by Talon Anderson kept alive. Lila Schlichting will volley it over. Lakers look to reload. Quick set in the middle. Hit up. Free ball. Tip back over. Detroit Lakes with the dig. Now up to Talon Anderson. Her hit is into the back row, and Alexandria is unable to play it. Point for Detroit Lakes as the Lakers go up 13-9.
Thought the Lakers might have got away with 4 hits there. We had a blocker right there. Must have been called, must have seen a touch.
And now serve here. It's going to be an ace for Reller. Well, the Lakers have had a couple of 3-point serving runs here in this third set to get some breathing room. It's 14-9 for Detroit Lakes.
Yeah, they're feeding off the energy of their crowd.
Now a deep serve here, played by Ella Iso. Quick set here, hit by Jensen into a block. Alexandria will reload. Iso has to volley it over. Now the Lakers play it up to the left side. Talon Anderson got rejected. Tip goes back over. Nice dig here by Ella Iso up to the left side. Hit by Lila Schlichting is kept alive. Now we're going to have a down the line hit. Another dig by Ella Iso. Up to Kroc, now tipped over here by Schlichting. Detroit Lakes with the play up to Talon Anderson. Her hit dug out by Doherty. Now Schlichting looks to swing the attack into a block. Tip back over by Campbell Jensen, and she'll find the winner. Earlier in that sequence, Tim, if you don't mind, I would like to salute the play of Ella Iso. She had 2 key digs there, and I would like to make those the Culver's plays of the game here.
Good call.
The defensive work by Ella Iso here in set number 3 to keep a long rally going, and eventually the Alexandria Cardinals get the point, thanks to in large part to some terrific defense by Ella Iso. So she is going to be rewarded as our Culver's play of the game for the great work digging the ball here in the middle of the third set.
We've got a little delay here. Emily Doherty with one of her fingers bleeding and waiting on some assistance.
Yep, so they're going to get that bandaged up before we do get set to resume play. I don't think there's any droplets of blood on the floor, although the Alexandria Cardinal players are searching their side of the half court. I think we're going to have Emily Doherty tended to. So
I think she only gets 30 seconds and before we have to replace her, take a timeout.
Let's see if the Cardinals might be...
But there was a delay in the trainer getting over there.
Yeah.
But we're on 30 seconds now, I think. But
meanwhile, Rachel Solom, the Lakers head coach, comes off the bench while her 6 players stay on the court. It's almost like getting an extra timeout without an official timeout being called. And looks like Emily Doherty is going to actually go back to the locker room area and have that bandaged up. So we will get a substitution.
So she was the libero, so it has to be whoever she came in for has to enter the game, and then if we want, we are able to substitute another back row player.
Right now,
I'm not sure why they aren't forcing us to make that sub right away. They really should be. I mean, it's good for us, but
right, unless the officials would be allowing the grace to have Emily Doherty come back in.
Well, they're not supposed to.
Yeah, okay, all right. And you should know because you do officiating of volleyball matches.
Yeah,
so
it's an injury timeout. If it's a severe injury where the player's on the floor and you can't move them, that's one thing. But otherwise, it's supposed to be. Basically, you have 30 seconds to make a decision whether she's able to come back in right away or you're going to replace her.
So we do have a stoppage in play, and again, we'll recognize Ella Iso. A couple of key digs in that long rally a few moments ago that ultimately led to the Cardinals getting a side out. And it looks like Emily Doherty is back. I think her care has been taken care of, if you will.
We'd almost have to put a Band-Aid or some tape over that.
Right, but so far she's just kind of, wiping it, or just kind of trying to hand dry it, and I think she's going to be granted access to come back in. So we may have seen something unprecedented there.
Yeah.
So Campbell Jensen, the senior, will be back to serve for the Alexandria Cardinals. Here's a deep serve played up front. Ramsey will set it up. Haley Larson's Diagonal hit. Actually, that's Ruth Solberg on the right side. Goes diagonal with her attack, and she'll get the kill. Now Solberg out for Haley Larson as Maddie Bierke will go back to serve.
Yeah, Detroit Lakes mixing it up there. They attacked from the right side that time.
15-10, the Lakers have a third set lead. Now we've got a deep serve. Emily Doherty gets it up to Hadley Marty. Now Lila Schlichting's hit, volleyed back over. Now the Cardinals will load it up. Schlichting from the 10-foot line does not get her hit in play. It did not miss by much, but it missed. So now the Lakers have a 16-10 lead. Schlichting's going to be out. We'll see Lily Kruzmark coming in, and she will be playing in the front row for Alexandria.
It looks like she'll play on, should be a left side hitter now.
Lakers by 6, hoping to go up 2-1 in this best of 5. Serve played by Emily Doherty. Set up, or Kruzmark gets it. Doherty will volley it over. Now we've got a play in the middle. The hit off the block by Polzel. Kept alive, and now it'll be volleyed over here by Hadley Marty. Play in the middle, and now a sweep, but dug out by Campbell Jensen to Marty. Then the hit by Kruzmark, volleyed back by Detroit Lakes. Cardinals will reload again, and this time Avery Polzel able to put it into the breadbasket of a Laker player who could not volley it back.
Yeah, a lot of action in that one. Campbell Jensen coming up with a couple nice passes to the setter.
So side out to the Alexandria Cardinals, who are back to within 5. 16-11 Detroit Lakes. Short serve here, low pass on serve receive, and then Bierke will send it over. Doherty gets it to Zimpel. Now the right side attack by Crocked off a block, kept alive. Then it's going to be sent back over, and Talon Anderson will get the winner for Detroit Lakes.
Yeah, she did a nice play. She got blocked and was able to dig the ball back up and kept things alive for the Lakers.
So the Lakers lead 17-11, and Tenley Bement will be back to serve. This serve is over the net, and a couple of low passes. Volleyed over here by Lily Kruzmark. Detroit Lakes with the play up to Talon Anderson. Her hit kept alive by Doherty. Now to Meadow Zimpel. Then the back row attack into a block. Cardinals will reload. It's tipped over here by Doherty. Detroit Lakes with the play in the middle. The hit off the block and good. That will be Haley Larson on the attack to get the winner. And the Lakers now have an 18-11 lead. And we have seen as of late Detroit Lakes starting to mix it up in terms of where the Lakers want to attack.
Yeah, I think they're moving the ball around, and they're just a little quicker on the floor right now.
Deep serve here. Campbell Jensen plays it to Meadow Zimpel. Then the hit by Kruzmark over the block, dug out by Bierke. Now a play to the left side, and Anderson with a finesse shot, able to get it off the deflection. And I think Mary Byrne is pleading. Would the plea be that the ball may have touched the antenna? Or?
No, that the ball was right down the line. Our fans thought it was out. Our players and coaches staff thought it was out and called it in.
So it's 19-11. Next serve received by Campbell Jensen. And then up front, a good quick set there by Meadow Zimpel. And Avery Polzel will get the kill for the Cardinals. So Alexandria gets the side out. Lily Kruzmark out. Greta Suki will come back in to serve for the Alexandria Cardinals. Our matches even at 1 set apiece. Game 3 favors Detroit Lakes, 19 points to 12. Here's Greta Suki with the serve, played by Bierke to Ramsey into the middle. Haley Larson uses Alexandria's double block as a target. She'll get the winning kill.
Yeah, they're just driving that ball hard enough, and we're getting our hands on it, but not extended far enough over the net.
And a side out to Detroit Lakes. Talon Anderson now to serve. This one is into the net. Interesting, we talked about missed serves during our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-match report, and we did not have a missed serve until Talon Anderson just missed. So now Ella Eisel and she'll go back to serve. Cardinals down by 7, needing a rally. Deep serve here, played by Bement to Ramsey. And now Haley Larson got rejected up front. I think that was Campbell Jensen, helping to set up the wall.
Yeah, and Larkin Rupert might have been there as well.
So a point for Alexandria, and Ella Eisel will serve again. Deep serve here. Bement with a low pass. Another pass in the back row. Lakers volley it over. Cardinals will try to score off this passing sequence, which leads to a Sydney Crockett attack on the right side, and she'll get the kill. So Alexandria drawing a little bit closer here. It's now the Lakers 20, the Alexandria Cardinals 15. Ella Eisel to serve again. Short serve, low pass. Ramsey sets it up. Reller's hit is off a block, and the Cardinals are unable to dig it up in the back row. Reller will get the kill.
Yeah, we got a couple service points there, but couldn't quite get the run any deeper than that.
So 21-15 now for Detroit Lakes. Now we'll have Lily Kruzmark coming in, and then the libero Emily Doherty back in. Almost said Emily's older sister's name Julia there. Deep serve, Ella Eisel, low pass up front. Campbell Jensen sends it over. Now we've got an attack. Reller got rejected. Detroit Lakes scrambling. And now Reller will, actually it's Solberg who will volley it over. Cardinals will play it in the middle. Campbell Jensen's hit kept alive. Now a play to the left side. Reller's hit off a deflection, and the Cardinals are unable to bring it up. And Carly Reller will get the winner for Detroit Lakes, and the Lakers now lead 22-15.
Yeah, the Lakers are, the balls we are blocking, they're popping up, and they're just covering the floor really well right now.
Haley Larson's next serve, played by Ella Eisel. Tometto Zimpel back setting for Sydney Crockett, and she's able to get it through the Detroit Lakes defense where the Lakers cannot bring it up. Side out to Alexandria. Now we'll have libero Maddie Bierke in for the Lakers. Meanwhile, Sydney Crockett will go back to serve with Hadley Marty back in the front row. Crockett serve played by Detroit Lakes. Set goes away from the net, so Talon Anderson has to volley it over. But now we've got an overpass, and eventually Larkin Rupert will volley it over. Now a dump, and it's going to be good. Ramsey is going to get the winner for Detroit Lakes on the tip.
Yeah, that was a good heads-up play. She kind of saw that Larkin had to play that last ball and was out of position, and she saw the open court and hit it.
Timeout called by Alexandria, and we will go to the break as well. Set number 3 and a match tied at 1-1. The Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in varsity volleyball has Detroit Lakes leading Alexandria 23-16.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Detroit Lakes seeking to go up 2-1 in this best of 5 at the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse in Detroit Lakes. The Lakers 23, the Alexandria Cardinals 16, and Ella Ramsey will be back to serve for the Lakers. Meanwhile, Paige Mertens comes back into the front row as Tinley Bement will sit down. Served by Ramsey, played by Ella Eisel. High set there by Hadley Marty. Larkin Rupert sends it over. Now a play on the right side, and the attack by Paige Mertens kept alive, eventually volleyed over by Doherty. Now an attack to Reller left side, and her hit is too long. Or no, I'm sorry, it was deflected. Yep, okay. So it is an attack for Carly Reller, and a set point here for Detroit Lakes. Lakers 24, the Alexandria Cardinals 16. Ella Ramsey puts the ball in play. It's played by Ella Eisel. Quick set here, and Campbell Jensen cannot get her hit over, and the Lakers win the third set convincingly by 9. Meaning that, such as was the case 7 nights ago in Sartell, Alexandria is down in the match by a set, and Alexandria will have a must-win Game 4 coming up. The Lakers now lead the match 2-1 after Detroit Lakes prevails in set 3 over Alexandria 25-16. On our Leighton Media platforms, including KXRA Radio and the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel, let's enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports programming.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Buildings.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
It's the right time for a getaway. It's the right time for a getaway. Let's get away.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
As we come back to action at the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse in Detroit Lakes, the Alexandria Cardinals get the first serve. It's put in by Meadow Zimpel. Detroit Lakes attack gets rejected. Sidney Crockton, Avery Posel getting the stuff blocked there. And Zimpel will serve again with Alexandria in front 1-0. Now we've got to play right side, and the attack by Ruth Solberg is into the net. So a good start for the visitors in a must-win set 4. 2-0 for Alexandria.
Yeah, they need a good start, and they need to just keep the momentum through the entire set here.
And now Meadow Zimpel serves short, played up front. Ramsey will set it up. Talon Anderson able to get her hit off the Alexandria deflection where the Cardinals could not block it back.
Yeah, that time she actually got the ball through her in the middle of our 2 blockers. So it looked like we did try to get closer to the outside pin there, but she's able to push the ball through the 2 blocks.
2-1 in favor of Alexandria with Maddie Bierke serving. Played by Campbell Jensen up to Meadow Zimpel. Sent over from the 10-foot line by Sidney Croct. Now the play in the middle, and the volley will go out of bounds. Tim, I think we had a little bit of a passing sequence that did not work for Detroit Lakes.
Right, I think the play was set up for the middle hit there, and it went over the middle hitter, and the outside hitter wasn't able to keep it in play.
Now Lila Schlichting will be the server for the Cardinals. Serve played by Bierke up to Ramsey. Now it's going to be tipped into the net as Paige Mertens did not get it over.
Some good serving by the Cards and good defensive play and some hitting errors and passing errors so far by the Lakers.
Yep, but I think you pointed it out earlier. We need to build momentum and then keep it. And That has not happened on a consistent basis here tonight. Now an attack by Talon Anderson, and she'll find the back row open, and she gets it on the back line. Good for the kill.
Yeah, she went cross court that time. She's been going down the line quite a bit.
Now we'll have Tenley Bement in for the Detroit Lakes Lakers as she will go back to serve. Paige Mertens will sit down. Alexandria 4, Detroit Lakes 2. The match favors the Lakers 2-1. So the Cardinals must win this to extend the night. Bement serves deep. Campbell Jensen gets it to Meadow Zimple. Back setting for Croct, and she got stonewalled up front. That'll be Haley Larson and Talon Anderson on the stuff block for the kill.
Yeah, real nice block that time.
And it's Alexandria 4, Detroit Lakes 3.
Cards need to respond here.
See if they can do it on the next sequence here as Tenley Bement will put it in play. Campbell Jensen with a low pass. Zimple gets it up to Larkin Rupert. Her hit dug out. Now we've got a play, and it'll be tipped into the net and not over far enough. So a side out to the Alexandria Cardinals.
Yeah, really nice dig by Tenley Bement there, but the Lakers not able to push the ball over.
And now Ella Eisel is in to go back to serve as Avery Pulsel checks out. Serve up to the front, quick set, and the hit is off the Alexandria block and good. Haley Larson got that high set from Ramsey and put it over.
Yeah, and she did it one-handed. Very athletic play.
So 5-4 in favor of the Cardinals, and Talon Anderson will serve. This serve received by Ella Eisel. Up to Croct, and then Eisel will tip it over. Lakers can run the offense. It comes up to Reller left side, and I think she hit it maybe to the left.
Yeah, the ball hit the antenna or went outside the antenna.
All right. I guess if it touches the antenna, that's no good.
Yeah,
so
the antenna is out.
So 6-4 Alexandria, and Sydney Croct will be back to serve. Her serve is deep, played by Bement, volleyed up, and now Reller will tip it over. Cardinals can score off this sequence here. Comes to the right side, and Alexandria Sydney Croct has to volley it over. Now we've got a hit into a block, and I think contact at the net on the attempt at the block. So the Cardinals do not score on their own serve. Side out to Detroit Lakes. Now libero Maddie Bierke out. Ruth Solberg back in to play in the front row. Haley Larson will be the server. 6-5 Cardinals in front. Deep serve played by Croct up to Meadow Zimple. Larkin Rupert will attack. It's dug out by Bement. High set by Ramsey now to the left side where guess who? Carly Reller will put it away.
Yeah, she hit that one deep and went off our back row player there. Wasn't able to play it.
So now we're even at 6 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in this fourth set. We will bring this entire set to you commercial free. And now we've got a let serve, but it angles out of bounds.
Both teams. That one hit the antenna on the way over.
Okay, so it'll be back to the Alexandria Cardinals, who take a 7-6 lead. And libero Emily Doherty is in to serve. Her serve played. Ramsey will get it. It's a back row attack, and that is good. That'll be Talon Anderson scoring from the back row there for Detroit Lakes.
That was a well-placed shot deep in the back left corner.
Now Bement will leave as we'll have Paige Mertens back in front. Ella Ramsey will serve for Detroit Lakes. Tied at 7 here in this fourth set. Short serve up to the front. Play by Campbell Jensen. Her hit kept alive by Ramsey, eventually tipped over by Bierke. Cardinals will run the offense. It's a back set, and then on the slide, Campbell Jensen will get her hit off a Laker deflection, and good for the kill.
I think that's the first time we've run that play tonight.
So side out now to the Alexandria Cardinals. Jensen will be the server, with Alexandria in front 8-7. This serve played by Talon Anderson to Ramsey. Back to Talon Anderson. The hit dug out. Cardinals play it. Kroc with a back row attack. That's dug out. Play up front, and the ball goes into the net. And the Lakers get called for the lift on the attempt to bring it up. And the point will be for Alexandria.
Yeah, Lila Schlichting there for the block, but it never crossed the net, and she did a good job not playing it. She would have been called for a roofing or over the net foul.
Next serve by Campbell Jensen, work to the left side, and the hit by Reller is dug out. Avery Pulsel will volley it over. Now the play comes to the right side, and the hit is into the net. And the Lakers are unable to play it back. So it's now 10-7 for Alexandria.
Very big dig by Emily Doherty, keeping that
doubt.
play alive.
Yep, on a Carly Reller attack, and Reller's kill efficiency is pretty solid. Now Jensen with another serve, played by the Lakers. Ramsey sets it up for Reller. She'll tip it over. Pulsel with the dig. Meadows Impel with the dump, dug out by Bierke. Now a play to the right side. That tip dug out by Emily Doherty. Then Zimpel sets it up. A back row attack is good. And there's the senior Campbell Jensen getting the winner on the YouTube channel. Let's see that replay brought to you by Quali Real Estate as senior Campbell Jensen gets the winning attack from the back row. And that pushes Alexandria's lead up to 4. Now a short serve, played up front by Ruth Solberg. To Ramsey, then to Reller, and I don't think her hit cleared the net. And the Cardinals are getting on a bit of a run. That's going to prompt Lakers head coach Rachel Solom to take that first time out here in set number 4. A set that Alexandria must win. And right now the Cardinals are in front 12-7. Tim, I know this has been a night where Detroit Lakes, to its credit, has really done a great job covering the floor, digging that ball up, keeping rallies going. You know, the points that Alexandria is getting are not easy, but maybe Alexandria is starting to get some separation here with some strong serving by Campbell Jensen, and the Cardinals are playing some pretty good defense of their own.
They are. I agree with you. I think the part of this little mini run here is partly due to the serving of Campbell Jensen. But we've started to create some of our own energy with some nice defensive plays, and it's kind of lifted the play of everybody. I felt like in that third set we weren't able to match the energy of Detroit Lakes, and we have now so far in the fourth set.
Yeah, if Alexandria is going to come out of here with a win, they'll need all 5 sets tonight. The Lakers are up 2-1, and in game 4, Alexandria has a 12-7 lead. Campbell Jensen will serve again for the Detroit Lakes Lakers. Serve on a line, Bierke gets it to Ramsey, volley up, back row attack, that's off a deflection. Jensen digs it out, Lila Schlichting pushed it down the line and got the winner.
Real nice vision by her that time to see that power sweep down the line.
And I tell you, another reason why the Cardinals are defending Carly Reller a little bit better. There are 2 instances in this run here where what were Reller kills earlier have been rallies where Alexandria has been able to keep the ball moving.
Right, Campbell Jensen with that last dig.
Now Jensen to serve again. Lakers play it up. Reller with the left side attack, and this time she angled her hit away from the Cardinals block to get the kill. Well, Carly Reller is going to keep swinging no matter how much she's defended.
Yeah, she's really a nice player.
And now she's in the back row because she's serving. Serve will be played, and it's into the net. The Cardinals try to play it, but the volley goes out.
Yeah, we just weren't able to play that serve cleanly and get that first pass that time. It's important that we get that pass right here.
Reller to deal again for the Lakers. This time Jensen gets it to Meadows Impel. Back set here for Avery Pulsel, and she slides to the right side and gets the winner for the Cardinals.
Yep, good job there. We only gave Detroit Lakes 1 point off their serve. If we can continue to do that, then we're going to be successful this set.
We will get to 25 first. 14-9 Alexandria, and Meadows Impel will serve. Nearly an ace. Ball played up. Now Talon Anderson sends it over. Doherty with the dig. Now to Kroc, and then Zimpel cannot get it over, but again, I think the passing sequence not the way that Alexandria wanted it there. Side out to the Lakers. Now it'll be Maddie Bierke to serve for Detroit Lakes. The Lakers have won the odd-numbered set so far. Alexandria 2-point win in game 2. Maddie Bierke with the serve. Jensen with the play to Meadow Zimpel. Sending it to Lila Schlichting, and her hit does not clear. And a point for Detroit Lakes. And now the Lakers climb to within 3, trailing 14-11.
All right, that's their 1 point off that serve.
Maddie Bierke back again to put it in play. Serve received by Campbell Jensen to Meadow Zimpel, then volleyed over by Sydney Crocht. The Lakers will set it up. Left side attack from the 10-foot line by Talon Anderson, dug out by Doherty. Back set by Zimpel. Now Crocht will get it through the Detroit Lakes front line, and the Lakers unable to play it in the back row. Side out to Alexandria. So the Cardinals go up 15-11. Scoreboard updates being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Alexandria must win this set to prolong the match. Here's Lila Schlichting serve. On a line played by the Lakers up front. The middle attack dug out here by Campbell Jensen. Now up and volleyed over by Larkin Rupert. Lakers with the play. It comes to the left side. The sweep by Talon Anderson down the line is good.
Yeah, she was able to just do that quickly enough before our blockers could get set up.
Now Mertens is out. Tenley Bement is back in. The Lakers down 15-12 and have the serve.
She's gotten on some service runs in other sets. See if we can shut it down right away here.
Deep serve played by Campbell Jensen. Meadow Zimpel, high set to Crocht. Left side, or diagonal attack by the left-hander. Sydney Crocht is good.
Yeah, she got it just inside the far sideline, so a good cross-court hit.
Now Avery Polso will leave as Ella Eisel re-enters. 16-12, Alexandria in front. See if the Cardinals can get a point or two off of Ella Eisel's serve.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Line serve here, received by the Lakers. Ramsey back setting it, and the hit rejected back. Let's take a look for our YouTube audience as Quali Real Estate brings you another instant replay. The attack on the right side for Detroit Lakes denied. Larkin Rupert and Campbell Jensen assisting on that block. And Alexandria does extend the lead. It's now 17-12. Ella Eisel's next serve played up front. Here's a sweep kept alive by the Cardinals. Volley back over by Jensen. Now Ramsey will back set it here, but the hit by Larson is into the net. And Alexandria has gotten a couple of points off the Ella Eisel serve, and it's 18-12 Alexandria.
Yeah, we've kept them a little bit off balance and out of system with some of our serving here.
Next serve by Eisel, deep, played to Tenley Bement. Now it's volleyed over. The Cardinals can run their offense. Here's Zimpel, quick set. Campbell Jensen will send it back over. Now a play to the left side. Talon Anderson sends it up. Now it's going to be Crocht on the attack. That hit dug out by Bement. Now set up and a rejection.
Ooh.
The block party continues for the Alexandria Cardinals.
Not sure about that one.
They're going to wipe it out,
They called us for in the net on that block.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought it was going to be a good double block there by Alexandria, but violation at the net and a side out to Detroit Lakes.
All right, we got to just let that one slide and get it right back.
Talon Anderson to put her serve in play. Doherty gets it to Meadow Zimpel. Now to Crocht. Her hit dug out by Bement. Now to Ramsey up front, and the tip attempt rejected up front. There's Campbell Jensen with the ace block.
No doubt about that one.
Yep, and now Rachel Solom, the Lakers coach, will take that next time out. Again, we're going to keep it right here. We wish to extend our appreciation to all of our boosters of Alexandria Cardinal sports programming that are bringing you our broadcast tonight on our late media platforms. Special thanks to Integrity Title in Alexandria for being our signature sponsor of our live video streaming of Alexandria sports play-by-play. We will have more Alexandria Cardinal volleyball 2 nights from now, from Rocori High School in Cold Spring as the Rocori Spartans host Alexandria at 7 o'clock. Then we've got the Cardinal football team's home opener when Monticello visits on Friday for a 7 o'clock kickoff. Monticello 1-0 on the year after beating Sauk Rapids Rice on Friday night. Alexandria 0-1 after a tough 2-point loss. Cardinals came back to score in the final minute to go up 1, but then Chan Hessen got the game-winning field goal at the buzzer to win 24-22. Alexandria here leads 19-13. The Lakers have now used up both of their timeouts. Sydney Croct will serve again, or she will be the server for Alexandria here. Serve received by Talon Anderson. High set, now a volley over. Cardinals can run the offense here. Back set for Campbell Jensen, and she finds the back line. A winner for the senior Jensen, and the Alexandria Cardinals extend their lead.
And that first pass is from Sydney Croct.
So she will be the server again. Alexandria trying to force a fifth and deciding set here in Detroit Lakes tonight. Deep serve here, played up front. Ramsey will set it up for Bement, but the ball hung on the net, and actually Reller was going to try to send it over, and Reller was unable to do so.
Yeah, that set was just too tight to the net. It actually hit the antenna, it was out.
So 21-13 Alexandria. Next serve for Croct is going to be passed over into the stands. An ace for Croct, and the Cardinals now riding a wave of momentum here, up by 9. Alexandria is just 3 points away from evening the match at 2 sets apiece. Croct is a left-handed server. She'll serve it short, played by Bjerke, set up by Ramsey, now to Reller, hit off the block, dug out by Rupert, tipped back over by Campbell Jensen. Now a play in the middle, and the sweep is going to be good. That will be Haley Larson with the winner for the Lakers.
Yeah, that play, their offense was just a little bit quicker, that play.
So a side out to Detroit Lakes, down 22-14. Haley Larson with the serve. This serve on a line played by the Cardinals. Sliding over is Campbell Jensen, but she could not get her hit in play. So a point for Detroit Lakes.
Yeah, the Cardinals had that set up, and Campbell's not going to miss that one all that often, but she was just a little deep with that ball.
22-15 Alexandria. Deep serve here, and it's too long. Alexandria decided to be spectator there, and that proved to be beneficial. And now Emily Doherty will be back to serve.
Put a quarter in the
another
jar.
25 cents to add to the kitty. Now the Lakers play the serve up to Reller. Her hit is off the Alexandria block, and it's good for the kill. So Julia Doherty will serve just one time. Lakers back to within 7, trailing 23-16. They need to get Ella Ramsey on a serving run here. She's back at the line for Detroit Lakes. And there's the DMAC Jinx. She serves into the net.
Yeah, all the Cardinals needed was a couple more side outs. Hopefully we can get a point off our serve and end the fourth set here.
Ella Eisel will check out. Avery Posel in. Campbell Jensen to serve for the Cardinals. Set point opportunity number 1 for Alexandria. Here's the serve. It's on a line. Couple of bad passes, and the Lakers are unable to get it over. So we will go 5 sets tonight at the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse at Detroit Lakes High School after Alexandria claims game 4, 25-16. What an unusual match here. 2 real tight sets, then 2 rather lopsided sets. So set 5 is on the horizon. We've got that for you after we enjoy these words on our Leighton Media platforms from our Alexandria Cardinal Sports Boosters.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Building. What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times.
for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new and used equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
It's the right time for a getaway. It's the right time for a getaway. Let's get away.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CEREC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
We're going a full 5 sets here in Detroit Lakes tonight. Alexandria and Detroit Lakes, 2 sets apiece. The Lakers will have the first serve in the deciding set. It's played by Alexandria up to the right side. Avery Posel's hit kept alive. Now Bierke volleys it up. Talon Anderson will volley it over. Campbell Jensen gets it to Meadow Zimpel. Now an attack by Sydney Crocked on the right side is good. She sent it deep, and Detroit Lakes was unable to play it in the back row. So Alexandria will take the 1-0 lead in the 5th set, and Meadow Zimpel will be the server. Her serve is on a line, played by Carly Reller. Now to Talon Anderson, and her hit is going to be good.
Yeah, a good swing from the left side, hitting it deep.
So 1-1 our score in set number 5. Now we'll have Tenley Bement back in as Paige Mertens checks out. Bement will be the server. We play up to 15, and the winning team must win by 2 points or more. Here's a line serve played by Campbell Jensen up to Doherty. Now Crocked attacks left side. That's dug out by Reller. Now a play left side. Bement has her hit dug out by Doherty. Now set up, Lila Schlichting goes down the line and gets the winner.
She's had a couple of those tonight where you're expecting her to swing, and then she's tipped a couple down the line because she's seen the open spot on the court.
Alexandria 2, Detroit Lakes 1 in this 5th and deciding set. The Cardinals have won the even-numbered sets. The Lakers have won the odd-numbered sets. Lila Schlichting back at the line. Her serve with some top spin played by Bierke. Ramsey back sets it here, and the deflection is off the block and good. Kind of a finesse play there for Talon Anderson to get the winner.
Yeah, she went off speed on that one.
So tied at 2 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Talon Anderson serve And she ends up somehow, Campbell Jensen able to keep that ball moving, and eventually it found its way to Larkin Rupert. For our YouTube audience, let's check that out again as Quality Real Estate brings you an instant replay. I thought Campbell Jensen was going to get a facial there, but somehow she moved the ball up, and then eventually Larkin Rupert volleyed it over.
She did get a facial, but she kept it alive.
Yes, very good one. 3-2 in favor of Alexandria, and then the Lakers are going to come back to tie it up. So it'll be an attack on the right side for Haley Larson to get the winner.
Ella Eisel and Meadow Zimpel, both a good hustle play, but unable to keep that ball off the floor.
3-3 the score. Serve played by Emily Doherty, up to Meadow Zimpel, to Rupert, left side, diagonal hit dug out by Larson. Now to Ramsey, up to Reller, down the line, she'll get the winner. It seems to me, Tim Zupfer, that Carly Reller is in the spot that the Detroit Lakers would like her in right now, on the left side in front.
Yeah, that time instead of swinging, she just pushed the ball all the way down the line, deep in the left corner, kind of like we just had out of Schlichting.
4-3 Detroit Lakes, couple of low passes. Cardinals have to volley it over. Now the Lakers with the play to the right side. Talon Anderson's hit dug out. Meadow Zimpel will bump it up to Larkin Rupert. Got it over the block, but it's dug out. Low passes, so it'll be volleyed back over. Can the Cardinals run the offense? Zimpel sets it up. Campbell Jensen sends it back. The Lakers with the play. Now Reller's hit off a deflection. Kept alive. Sydney Kroc attacks. That hit dug out. Played back over. Dig by Doherty, but nowhere else does the ball go after Doherty. Tried to bring it up, and Haley Larson will get the kill.
Yeah, important for us to just relax here, get that first good pass, and stop the service run here.
Yep, 2 in a row on the serve for Haley Larson, and it's now 5-3 Detroit Lakes. Serve here played by Ella Eisel. Back set by Zimpel to Sydney Kroc. Her hit dug out. Now a play up to the left side. Reller's hit off a block, and then it came back over. Free ball tipped back. Eisel with the dig. Now it goes to Zimpel up to Larkin Rupert. Her hit kept alive. Now the play up to Reller down the line, and her hit is good. Carly Reller scores again for Detroit Lakes. And the Lakers go up 6-3. That's going to prompt Mary Byrne, the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinals, to call for time. And right now, Detroit Lakes on a run, a side-out point, plus 3 in a row on the serve for Haley Larson. But, Tim, it's a race to 15, and there is still some room to maneuver, but I think it's very important off this timeout here, the Cardinals find a way to get a side out.
Yeah, they need the side out, and Detroit Lakes has made some really athletic plays to keep balls alive, and that's elevated their energy level again. And there was a potential missed call on a lift in that sequence, and they took advantage of it.
We want to let you know that you are watching tonight's coverage on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Thanks to Integrity Title of Alexandria for being our signature streaming sponsor. You're also listening to People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, and 105.7 FM. Steve D is our KXRA radio studio engineer. JP Bolin is our videographer on site at the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse. And along with Tim Zupfer on the commentary, I'm Dave McClurg with the play-by-play. Haley Larson to serve for the Lakers, and she serves too long. Out of bounds, and it goes back to Alexandria.
Good reaction there by Ella Eisel not to play that ball.
So now Sydney Kroc will serve for the Cardinals. Here's a serve deep, played by Talon Anderson to Ramsey, now up. And Reller has her hit dug out here by Ella Eisel, volleyed over by Rupert. Now a play, and it's going to go back to Reller on the left side. She got it over the block. Dug out here by Kroc. Rupert will try to go diagonal, but her hit dug out in the back row. Now a play here sent back. Now the Cardinals, Meadow Zimpel dumps it over. Lakers with the play. Reller will swing. That hit off a block. Doherty with the dig. Now to Meadow Zimple, up to Larkin Rupert, getting it over to Black. The Lakers with the dig. Dump here, dug out by Doherty. Play to the right side, and the hit by Croct is kept alive. Long rally continues. Back row attack dug out by Croct. To Zimple, then volleyed over by Rupert. The rally continues. Left side attack. Bement got it off, or actually it's Reller getting it off the top of the net and getting the kill.
That was a big, long rally, and whichever team was going to get that point is going to get some momentum. And unfortunately,
it's the hosts that get the momentum. So Paige Mertens in as Tenley Bement comes out. And it will be a serve opportunity here for Ella Ramsey. Can the Cardinals get a side out here to narrow the gap? Try to hold Detroit Lakes to just the one serve. Serve nearly hit the net. Cardinals do bring it up, and the attack by Rupert is dug out. Now Ramsey will set it up. Here's a hit off a block, kept alive, and Campbell Jensen will sweep it away from the Detroit Lakes block, and she'll get the winner for Alexandria.
Yeah, good read, getting the ball over on 2 there. Kept DL, she saw an open spot on the court. She attacked. Another nice dig in that series by Emily Doherty as well.
Now Doherty will be the server for Alexandria. Serve is going to be played out of the arena over toward the stands. Emily Doherty's ace is the first point in this 5th set by Alexandria serving. The only other points were side-out points. Let's see if Emily Doherty can get on a bit of a run here. Deep serve here, and this is too long. So no run for Emily Doherty. A miss here puts Detroit Lakes on top by 2.
Yep, it's important we get this side out. We've got Reller in the back row now also.
Yep, Carly Reller, the server. Deep serve here, played by Croct. Up to Meadow Zimple. Lila Schlichting attacks. That's kept alive, volleyed up. Middle attack is over and good.
They just went off speed there.
Yeah, they've been selective at their off-speed shots, and they've been quite effective at times.
Yeah, and that one wasn't even an attack with a jump. It was just a drive from the floor, but it was almost like she hit a changeup.
And that's going to prompt Alexandria coach Mary Byrne to take another timeout. We're going to keep it right here until the conclusion. We hope you'll stick around. We have our post-match coverage brought to you by Juttner Motors of Alexandria once we wrap up play-by-play. Again, Thursday night, more Alexandria Cardinal volleyball on the air. Alexandria at Cold Spring to face the Ricori Spartans. 7 o'clock match. We'll take care with the Juttner Motors pre-match coverage around 6:30. Then our Football Friday coverage will originate from Viking Bank Field. The Alexandria football team's home opener when the Cardinals host Monticello at 7 o'clock. 3rd consecutive year that Monticello and Alexandria will face each other. Alexandria's won the 2 previous meetings. Monticello got a victory in its season opener last Friday. Carly Reller will be back to serve for Detroit Lakes. Cardinals seeking a side out here to narrow this deficit, which is at 3. Deep serve here, played by Sydney Croct. Up to Meadow Zimple. Now Lila Schlichting goes down the line, left side to get the winner.
Yeah, we got that first pass from Sydney Croct, and then nice play from Lila going down the line again.
So a side out to the Alexandria Cardinals. Here's Campbell Jensen to serve. The senior puts it in play. Bjerke gets it up to Ramsey. Now Talon Anderson looks to attack. It's dug out by Croct. Volleyed by Zimple. Then a back row attack by Campbell Jensen. Dug out by Ramsey to Bjerke. Now back to Talon Anderson. Her hit dug out. Now Lila Schlichting will take the attack. That's going to be dug out here by Reller. To Ramsey. To Talon Anderson. And she finds a spot in the back row to put it down for the kill.
Yeah, she's been successful attacking from that left side as well.
Detroit Lakes 10, Alexandria 7 in the 5th and deciding set. Maddie Bjerke will serve for the Lakers. Can Alexandria get a side out? Here's a serve deep, played by Emily Doherty. Demetto Zimpel over to Avery Polzo, but her hit is too long. It is not in play. And now the Lakers have an 11-7 lead.
Yeah, side out really important here.
Yeah, it's almost getting to the point now where Detroit Lakes has enough equity where even if they don't get points off their own serve, they could just go side out, side out, side out. But we do have a miss here by Bierke.
Yeah, it was just long.
So a miss for Detroit Lakes in this fifth set. 11-8, Alexandria down by 3. And here's Meadow Zimpel to serve for the Cardinals. Short serve here, played up. It'll be a high set here. Sent over by Talon Anderson, dug out by Zimpel. To Doherty, now to Lila Schlichting, her hit kept alive. Now another attempt by Talon Anderson. That one hit the net and didn't get over. So the Cardinals are able to score a point off their own serve.
I just recognize that Meadow Zimpel is playing all 6 rotations in this set, so she's been setting from both the front and the back rope.
11-9 Detroit Lakes here in set 5. Short serve here, low pass. Ramsey gets it up, tip over. Cardinals can play it. Meadow Zimpel to the left side for Lila Schlichting, but she hit it too long.
Oh, just a little bit long.
Yep, maybe by about 4 inches or so, but the hit is out. Point for Detroit Lakes.
Yeah, we can't give Detroit Lakes any more points off their serve, and we got to get a couple on of our own.
Tenley Bement will come in to serve for Detroit Lakes. 12-9 the Lakers in the last set of the night. Bement's deep serve, and it is too long. Oh my. Campbell Jensen turned spectator there. Tim, that one missed by only inches.
Yeah, very little.
So 12-10 now to score, and Alexandria down by 2 with the serve. Lila Schlichting at the line. Detroit Lakes with the play, and it'll be volleyed over. Can the Cardinals run the offense? It's set up to Sydney Proctor, hit, rejected back, but then volleyed over.
A dig for an ace for Meadow Zimpel.
Yep, so Meadow Zimpel is going to get the point there, and that's going to prompt Rachel Solom to take the timeout. We're going to keep it right here as the Lakers lead is down to 1 at 12-11. Again, we played a 15, and the winning margin must be 2 points or greater. But Tim, still some work to do, but that was very important there after Detroit Lakes got a stuff attempt, but Meadow Zimpel right there to get a key play late.
Well, that's important. You know, Coach will talk about covering your hitters or covering your blockers. In that case, it was covering your hitters. We went up with a big swing. They had the block, but we had that nice back row play out of Meadow Zimpel to keep that ball off the floor, and it found its way on the floor on the other side.
So it's now 12-11 in favor of Detroit Lakes. Lila Schlichting will serve again for the Alexandria Cardinals. Lakers looking for a side out. Deep serve here. Bierke gets it to Ramsey. Up to the right side. Talon Anderson's attack hits the antenna. And we're tied 12-12. So Alexandria has battled back from a deficit which had grown to 4.
Yep. Lila's had some nice serves, kept them a little bit off balance.
And she'll deal again. Serve here, low pass on serve receive. Ramsey gets it up, hit over, but it's kept alive. Back set here for Sydney Croc. Down the line, she'll get the kill.
All right.
Croc gets the winner after Meadow Zimpel back sets there. Rachel Solom, the Lakers coach, needs to take that last time out here as Alexandria has roared back, and the Cardinals now have a 1-point lead at 13-12.
Larkin Rupert had a nice dig to get that first ball up in order for the set for the kill by Sydney Croc.
Yeah, it seems like the Alexandria Cardinals making some little plays to, keep that ball moving and eventually working it up. Sydney Croct leading her team in kills. I have her on my stat sheet with 12. I think the scoreboard has her with 14. Also, Lila Schlichting on the attack in double figures with kill shots for the Cardinals, but still work to be done. If the Lakers get a side out here, then that deadlocks the game at 13-all. Lila Schlichting has been at the serving line for a bit. The Cardinals have gotten 3 points off of her serve. She'll put the ball in play again. This one on a line. Bierke gets it up and a joust at the net. It gets volleyed over. Cardinals can play it. Meadow Zimpel setting it up. Tip here, dug out. Now Ramsey will set it up and a hit off a block dug out in the back row. Zimpel will dump it over. It's played by Detroit Lakes. Middle attack here, kept alive by Zimpel. Now to Jensen, over to Croc, down the line. Hit kept alive by Bierke. Now to Bement, and then it'll be volleyed back over. Alexandria will reload, and it'll be a right side attack by Croc off the block. Dug out by Bierke, and the ball continues to move. Volleyed over. Alexandria's Avery Pulsel with the play to Zimpel. Now to Croc down the line. Bierke dug it out. Play kept alive, volleyed back over. Alexandria another chance here. Zimpel with the back set to Croc, and she got rejected.
Wow.
Oh my, what volleyball played there by the Lakers and the Cardinals. That ball went over the net several times, and eventually the Lakers tie the score.
Yeah, and libero Bierke for DL takes one off the head for a dig.
So the Lakers with the serve. Talon Anderson puts it over and serves long. And now a match point opportunity for Alexandria. 14 for the Cardinals, 13 for Detroit Lakes.
All right, let's see if we can take care of business on our first match point tonight.
Yep, Ella Eisel to serve as Avery Pulsel heads to the bench. The Lakers need a side out. Here's the serve played by Bement, up to Ramsey. Here's Reller attacking, and she got it off the block for the kill.
Yeah, our blockers were there, but she had a powerful enough swing to have it ricochet off them out of bounds.
So 14-14 is the score. And Haley Larson will go back to serve. So game 5 will require extra points. Here's a serve deep, played by Emily Doherty to Meadow Zimpel. Now the attack by Larkin Rupert kept alive. Reller will send it back over. Rupert with the dig to Zimpel. Back setting for Croc. Her hit dug out. Ramsey will set it up to Reller again. Rejected! Oh my! The wall set up by Campbell Jensen and Sydney Croc. Point for Alexandria. Match point chance number 2 for the Cardinals. 15-14 Alexandria. Sydney Croc will serve for the Cardinals. This one going to the very end. Match all even at 2 sets. Croc puts it up. It's played. Ramsey will set it up to Carly Reller. Left side attack. And it's going to be off the deflection. The Cardinals cannot return it.
Yeah, that time she got it off the inside of one of our blockers. And last point was at the outside of our block.
15-15 the score. And now Ella Ramsey will serve. Cardinals looking to get a side out. Floater serve here. Doherty gets it to Meadow Zimpel. Back setting for Campbell Jensen. The hit dug out. Now Bierke gets it up. Reller will tip it over. Rupert with the dig. Here's Zimpel setting it up. The hit dug out. Now a play up front. Punched over. Rupert digs it out. Zimpel will back set it here for Croc. And she hit it too long. And now match point opportunity number 1 for Detroit Lakes.
Yeah, both teams doing a good job of keeping the ball alive, but we were unable to convert on that last swing.
16-15 for the Lakers. Match point chance 1. Ella Ramsey puts it over. Played by Ella Eisel to Zimpel. Now to Larkin Rupert. Her hit dug out. Lakers going for the win. Up to Reller. Her hit dug out by Doherty. Now to Meadow Zimpel. Attacking as Rupert. Going diagonal, and she gets the winner. So we will play on at Detroit Lakes High School.
That was Larkin's biggest swing of the night.
Yep, I have her unofficially for 7 kills on the evening. None bigger than that. Tied at 16. Emily Doherty to serve. Bjerke gets it to Ramsey. Up to Reller. Her hit down the line is good.
Yeah, she just got a knack for placing it in the right spots.
Detroit Lakes 17, Alexandria 16. Match point chance number 2 for Detroit Lakes. And it's Carly Reller back to serve. Cards need another side out. Deep serve here, played by Krocht to Zimpel, up to Lila Schlichting down the line, hit kept alive and punched into the net by the Lakers. Schlichting will get the kill and will play on. 17-17 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard.
Avery Posel rotating into the front row, Ella Eisel out.
And Campbell Jensen will be back to serve. Jensen serving it. Bjerke gets it to Ramsey. It's going to come back. Talon Anderson sent it into the net. And now match point opportunity number 3 for Alexandria. 18-17 for the Cardinals. Campbell Jensen at the line for Alexandria. Detroit Lakes now needing the side out. Deep serve here. Reller gets it to Ramsey, volleying it up. Volley goes into the net, and Alexandria is going to hang on. The Cardinals prevail in extra points for the second time this season, and both have been broadcasted on KXRA Radio and on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Alexandria trailed by as many as 4 in the deciding set, and the Cardinals come all the way back. Each team has 2 points after 2 opportunities for match point chances. The other teams were able to get a side out, but the third time for match point proves to be the charm as Detroit Lakes' last attack goes into the net, and Alexandria wins the 5th set by 2, 19-17 to stay undefeated in the Central Lakes Conference. Now at 3-0, a quality win at the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse against the Detroit Lakes Lakers. That will do it for our play-by-play. We're going to come back to the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse at Detroit Lakes High School, and in approximately 3 minutes, we'll get rolling with our post-match coverage presented to you on our latent media platforms by Juttner Motors of Alexandria.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
Good news for Alexandria Cardinals sports fans from the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse in Detroit Lakes on this Tuesday night, the first day of classes for students across the land. The Alexandria Cardinals start an active week with a 5-set victory up in Detroit Lakes. The Cardinals come back to win sets 4 and 5. Alexandria winning the 5th and deciding set in extra points, 19-17. Along with our videographer, J.P. Boleen, and my broadcast partner, Tim Zupfer, I am DMAC Dave McClurg, welcoming you to our post-match coverage brought to you by Jutner Motors in Alexandria. We'll go through a statistical recap a little bit later during our final segment of our post-match coverage, but we are graced by the presence of one of the seniors for the Alexandria Cardinals. Meadow Zimpel is our special guest. Our post-match interview with our player of the game is brought to you by Quality Toyota of Fergus Falls. How far would you drive for a great deal from Quality Toyota? What's your number? You can shop online at qualitytoyota.net, or if you're in Fergus Falls, visit their showroom during regular hours on West Lincoln Avenue. Meadow, I know that we might have family and friends that are watching on the YouTube channel tonight, but for those of our radio listeners who don't have access to the camera, when you suit up on a game night, what is your number?
I wear number 11.
Refresh my memory, if you will, has that been your jersey number throughout your varsity years?
Nope, so I just switched to 11 last year, and now this year for my last year.
Okay, excellent. I believe, was it Hadley Toole that had number 11 last year?
I think so, yep.
Okay, excellent. Meadow, your team has played some exciting volleyball. 2 road victories so far, and both of them have gone 5 sets. I know Sydney Kroc joined us last Tuesday at Sartell, and she commented that she felt that her team was in good shape to withstand a 5-set match. Can you make a comment about some of the conditioning that's done behind the scenes to gear up for a match like this where you're required to play 5 full sets?
So in the beginning of the season, actually, we did 2 weeks of 2-a-days, which we've never done before, and I mean, in the moment, yes, it was very, very difficult, but it's paying off now, and that's exactly what we want.
Tactically, as you have had a couple of moments to kind of decompress after this one, how did you and your teammates get the victory here? Because it seemed like Detroit Lakes was playing some inspired volleyball in their home arena, a lot of students behind them and everything like that. How do you overcome all that?
I think we never gave up. I mean, everyone was hitting the floor. Yeah, they went for every single ball, but we did too. So I think that was the biggest part, is our defense and putting the ball away right away.
I know that even in set number 5, you get down, I think it was 11-7, and I think Coach Byrne had taken both of the team's timeouts by that point. So in essence, you have to kind of ride it out. Sequentially, what good things were you and your teammates able to do in the 5th set to get the momentum back on your side and keep it at the end?
Once again, we never gave up, which is something that I think we struggled with a little bit in the past, but that conditioning really helped. But our serving was super tough. I think we just put the ball away pretty quick.
We are visiting with Meadow Zimpel, our Quality Toyota Cardinal athlete player of tonight's match. Tim, I'll let you fire a question or two and an observation, then I'll circle back with Meadow momentarily.
Meadow, I thought one of the biggest plays in that set 5, and I think we were down a point or two at the time. You had set the ball to Sydney Crockton. She had a big swing on it, but you covered the hitter there and had the dig, and it ended up being an ace dig going over the court. That had to have fired the team up.
Yeah, I was not expecting that at all.
Okay.
But my hands were there, and over the net it went, so that was perfect.
Okay. So you're down early in that set 5. What's it like on the bench? Is the team still confident, or?
Yeah, we need the bench and the players on the court going at the same time. Lots of energy, never giving up, encouraging each other. That's what fires us, is when we talk to each other and cheer for each other and go for every ball.
I think another thing, especially in sets 4 and 5, I thought our serving got Detroit Lakes a little bit out of system, and I think both of Campbell's, she served the last 2 points there, and I think that was the case with both of her serves.
Yep.
Meadow, I know that obviously you played as long as you possibly could last fall, being at the then XL Energy Center, now with a new name on the building and everything. It's going to be tough trying to call it what it is now, but that state tournament experience, and even having a tough section win against Ricori to even get on to state, being in competitions like that, can that help you and the teammates that are making up this year's Alexandria volleyball team?
Definitely. It gives us a lot of fire. We definitely want to get back there, so we got to keep working, though.
The weird thing is that you don't get to go back to defend your Class AAA title as you're now in Class 4A, but the bright spot is you're 2-0 against section teams in your new section and everything. But how exciting is it to have the opportunity maybe to win a state championship in another class?
Yeah, I really don't think us moving to a different section affects us at all. We're still playing hard, still being Alexandria volleyball.
I know I don't want to wax nostalgic about the recent past and everything, but is it possible to put into words what you were able to see down in St. Paul November 6th through 9th last year when you ran the table by beating 3 higher seeds to capture Class AAA?
I really still have no words for it, but it was amazing, and I really hope we get back there again.
Meadow, I know you've got a bus ride back. How was the first day of school for you, being that you're a member of the class of 2026?
It was weird. I wasn't there for very long just because of how many credits I have, but it's another day of school. So
on a typical school day, do you spend 3-4 hours at Alexandria Area High School, and then are you off to college elsewhere? Or?
So I have a lot of open blocks just because, just like I said before, I have a lot of credits that I've gotten up this far, but probably on average 3 hours, maybe. Tomorrow it will be like 2 hours, so really not that much.
Very good. Meadow, we'll look forward to seeing you Thursday night down at Cold Spring. Safe travels back to Alexandria, and congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
There is Meadow Zimpel from the Alexandria Cardinal volleyball team, our quality Toyota Cardinal athlete player of tonight's match. Alexandria prevails in 5 at Detroit Lakes. We will have more of our post-match coverage after we hear these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports programming.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Do you want to spend a couple hours a week with friends? How about joining a bowling league at Garden Center Lanes?
It's a fun time, and you don't have to even be a pro. We have bowlers of all skill levels. We have leagues for men, women, co-ed, and even kids, with morning, afternoon, and evenings available.
Stop by Garden Center or give us a call today at 763-6565, and we can find the league just for you.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep, make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer.
Casa Jalisco.
Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard, we build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted Best Real Estate Company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money. CM Woodworks produces high-quality cabinetry and furniture locally, right here in Nelson. See their showroom at 7300 39th Avenue Northeast in Nelson. CM Woodworks. Custom wood creations. Designed for beauty, built for life.
Cardinals prevail over the host Detroit Lakes Lakers 3-2. A couple of 2-point decisions early on. Detroit Lakes won the opening set on extra points. Then the teams exchanged 9-point victories, with Detroit Lakes winning set 3, Alexandria set 4. And then the fifth and deciding set, the Lakers actually went up by as many as 4 at 11-7. And then the Cardinals were able to battle back, getting some key serving down the stretch from Lila Schlichting, and then later on Campbell Jensen, and just doing a lot of little things to, get that game all even. Both teams would have a couple of opportunities at match points that were not converted, but the third chance at a match point was converted for Alexandria. And the Cardinals are 3-0, although 2 of their 3 victories in the Central Lakes Conference have now gone the full 5 sets. The numbers go 25-27, 25-23, 16-25, 25-16, and 19-17 in the fifth and deciding set. And, Tim, a lot of volleyball has been played by these Alexandria Cardinals even before they get into the weekend tournament down in Marshall here. But I tell you, Detroit Lakes, I thought really came. This was their home opener tonight, and Laker fans really showed up and gave a lot of support to their team. And I think their team fed off that energy of the audience that was here. But you know what? The Cardinals, to their credit, when they were down 2-1, they could have folded up the tent. But I think we're seeing that Alexandria, among its traits, a very resilient volleyball team.
Yeah, absolutely. As you said, Detroit Lakes, rallied behind their fans, had a big set 3 win and took that lead early in set 5. But as Meadow mentioned, the Cardinals had that never say die attitude. Both teams playing a lot of younger players. It actually might be a good thing we're not in the same section as Detroit Lakes this year.
Yeah, you would think the revised Section 8 AAA that, with Sauk Rapids and being in that section now, they're the one major addition to that section as the Storm come down from Class 4A to Class 3A. Sauk Rapids might have a decent shot of getting out of there, but, a team like Detroit Lakes will probably give them a challenge. And I know that Ricori is retooling, from the last few years and everything, but, the Spartans really have built a nice tradition, over the last several years. And that 8 AAA could be fun to watch from a longer distance view than what we're normally accustomed to.
Yeah, I mean, Detroit Lakes really only one senior that saw court time tonight, so doing it with a lot of sophomores and juniors, and and we've got freshmen and sophomore playing, but you had two seniors that really came up big tonight. We interviewed Meadow Zimpel and then Campbell Jensen with the 2 big serves at the end to get us the victory.
Yeah, not only did Campbell have some strong serving, she offered up about a half a dozen kills on the night. I think she had 3 ace blocks, and she assisted on several other blocks. So, the Cardinals, I thought, did some good things at the net. Sydney Croct was able to help out on some blocks. I think she had 5 assisted blocks tonight. The attack for Alexandria spread out a bit. Croct unofficially with a dozen kill shots tonight. Lila Schlichting with a dozen kill shots. Larkin Rupert from the outside, 7 kills. Campbell Jensen with 6. Avery Posel with 6 kills on the night. Meadows Imple's only kill was that dump back over after the initial attack by Sydney Croct in the 5th set got blocked, and the Cardinals were able to convert that into a point, and really gave Alexandria some Game 5 momentum. Detroit Lakes really had a solid 1-2 attack. Carly Reller and Talon Anderson, definitely fun players to watch, as long as you're not competing against them. Reller, unofficially, I had on the night for 22 kills, and Talon Anderson wasn't that far behind, 18 kill shots for the Lakers. Haley Larson was able to do some work in the middle and on the outside, 9 kills tonight for Detroit Lakes. Both teams contributed with some ace serves, but there weren't a great amount of aces considering we would end up playing 5 full sets. And from Alexandria's point of view, not a lot of misses. Alexandria actually only had 6 misses from the serving line tonight, and 4 were in one game. The second game where the Cardinals came back to win 25-23, and ironically, Ella Eisel wrapped up that set with an ace. So Detroit Lakes would end up missing 13 from the serving line tonight, and 2 of those were in the 5th and deciding set. Tim, on to Cold Spring 2 nights from now for a Central Lakes Conference match against Rocori. Both of those teams played 5-set matches last year. I mean, I don't think it's going to go 3-0 one way or the other, but I think the Cardinals will get another great test on Thursday before heading down to Marshall for that weekend tournament Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, it's important that you're mentally prepared to play all 5 sets if necessary, and the Cards have shown that they can successfully do that. It's always. The atmosphere here, they had a good fan base tonight, and in the past, Rocori's had a pretty good fan base and student section behind them. It's not we've had some success down there at times, but it hasn't been an easy place to play.
Well, we will look forward to rejoining you, and JP will be along with us as we'll have the live video streaming on Thursday night. Alexandria versus Rocori in a 7 o'clock varsity start. We should be on the air at about 6:30 or so with the Juttner Motors pre-match show. Tim, great to work with you once again, and we'll talk to you on Thursday.
Thanks, Dave.
That is Tim Zuffer, my broadcast partner for Alexandria Cardinal volleyball and football coverage. My thanks to all of the boosters of our Cardinal sports programming who have helped to bring you this evening's broadcast. Special thanks to Juttner Motors in Alexandria for presenting our post-match coverage. For Steve D back at the KXRA studio, for JP Boline and Tim Zuffer, Dave McClurg wishing you a good night from the Lakeshirts Fieldhouse at Detroit Lakes High School, where Alexandria tops Detroit Lakes to stay undefeated on the year. The Cardinals win in 5 sets, with Game 5 going the Alexandria way, 19-17.